Welcome back to Storm King's Thunder.
Indeed.
Season 3 now.
Season
With
three.
with my arbitrary designation of when a season starts and ends.
Yeah.
When important things happen.
Well, the good news is we've been renewed for another season.
Yeah, but now it's on the CW, so it's going to be a bit different.
Well, yeah, everyone suddenly looks a lot more attractive. In a non-threatening manner.
Well, maybe we got optioned by Netflix and we can have nudity now.
Hooray! +2 charisma and nudity for everyone.
Or we have to binge the whole season now, though.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we've
true.
got to do it back to back. Yeah, there's a lot of demand on our time now. After that weird cliffhanger with all the dwarves, like we're back to...
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, 3 months will have passed to give some time for some backstory intrigue that happens off screen.
And then Don Cheadle arrives and just tells the audience to get over it.
I was going to build it to a crossover joke, but sure. Okay, so who wants to give us a slightly meatier recap than you?
Yes?
There will be a slightly meatier reward than
Do you want to give us a springboard? Where do you want us to go from?
Yeah, 4 people met in a pub.
And then we started murdering.
There was a fat guy, an angry guy, a smart guy, and an assassin.
That's a decent start, but I was thinking something more along the lines of, 4 random chuckle fucks have banded together to form a group known as the Balance. They have been tasked with restoring the ordning, which is blah 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 blah.
Giant supremacy. The giant order of supremacy that formerly had storm giants at the top and hill giants at the bottom in decreasing order of how not shit they are. The ordning has been broken and no one knows why. We think it's something to do with the Storm King, and we were told that if we wanted to find the Storm King, we were told by Anam, who is or at least an avatar of Anam, in the Eye of the Allfather, which is a giant temple, that if we found a magical conch, we could use it to find the Storm King or travel to the Storm King or something.
Yes.
And we were told that each of the leaders of the giants had one of these conches. We travelled to the Eye of the Allfather with a giant called Harshnag. I've just realised I should be doing this in the voice. We travelled to the Eye of the Allfather.
No, it's fine. It's fine doing it out of character voice because we're not in.
Oh no, but I'm going to now. I've got to get the practice back. We travelled to the Eye of the Allfather, a giant named Harshnag, and then we were instructed to retrieve some relics of giant kind and bring them to the Eye of the Allfather. And for each relic we returned to the Eye of the Allfather, we would be given information on a particular conch and a particular giant leader. Each of the giant leaders has a plan to restore to place their own species of giant at the top of the ordning. The one we decided to go after was the fire giant leader, whose name escapes.
Duke Zalto.
Duke Zalto was attempting to, as we had previously discovered, we previously encountered his fire giants attempting to find pieces of an adamantine construct named the Optimus Prime or some shit, I don't know. I've genuinely forgotten the name.
Anyone else want to jump in and help with that?
The Vonendod.
Vonendod. Yes, the Titan of Death. They can't just give them nice names, can they? Like Wretched or Bumble. Anyway, we travelled to a Yak folk village, the Yak folk being super weird cow people who were enslaving a load of humans. We rescued a load of humans after... Oh, also Harshnag died, which was terribly sad. We travelled to the... we were attacked by a dragon, I believe, at the Eye of the Allfather, and the Eye of the Allfather was somewhat sort of architecturally smush.
Yes.
And as such, I've never realised what facial expressions I make when I'm doing Algernon's voice before today. I do apologise. Anyway, we travelled to the Atwick village, which sat on top of the fire giant lair or base or home capitals or whatever.
Yes.
And we rescued the slaves. We slew the Yak folk, involving many sort of odd things involving shiny rocks and gong mallets and lots of hitting. And then some drow that we had previously encountered in a dwarven city who had stolen something called the Dawn Titan from that city, and had taken it as fuel for the Vonendod's engine, or possibly something like that. And the Drow were to be trading it to Duke's Alto for some price that I don't believe we had ascertained what they were getting in return. But we sort of snuck in, and then Tal went off on a jolly and befriended the young fire giant, the daughter of a duke, or like not a duchess, whatever her name was, and then convinced her to run away and join the metaphorical circus. So now the duke is probably quite angry. And we also, Tal also stole the conch and quite a lot of cash. So things have been happening in that regard. I think the original plan, as of last session, was possibly to go back there and deal with the fire giants and give them Billy-O and whatnot, and fight them and defeat them. But it looks like for the moment the Duke's Alto's plan may have succeeded, because those dastardly Drow, despite our best effort, did manage to indeed infiltrate the old fire giant base. And the Vonendol is now a bit more wakey than it was before. Yes, and then in the meantime, we traveled to Bal's hometown, which is a village called Dusk. And Dusk is led by all sorts of incredibly angry dwarves, who are all angry in different, a rainbow spectrum of different ways. Some of them punch statues, some of them, I presume, knead pastry in an incredibly aggressive fashion, but none quite like our Bal, who, after going into their forbidden mountain and finding the forbidden gem and breaking it with a presumably forbidden chisel, Bal was to have single combat with the old Twilight King, who I believe is the dwarf that originally sold into infernal servitude to Zariel, the ruler of the first circle of hell. And then the terms laid out, I believe, were that only Bal could fight said Twilight King, and then the previous Twilight King to now, because the current one is now Bal, he did something of which the precise nature escapes me, but basically he cheated, and Moradin, or possibly one of his high priests, it's very unclear, turned us all into Bal, which was terribly liberating, I have to say. So it was just 5 Bals, just like it's like a really unbalanced game of Overwatch, where you have sort of 4 Torbjorns versus one enormous Torbjorn. And then, let's see, yes, we kind of kicked his ass, and he sort of wandered off. And now Bal's the Twilight King, and I believe that was where we left off.
Well, okay, so for that, Joe, you may have a full inspiration, not just a session inspiration point.
Ooh.
You also may have a session inspiration point that you may gift to one of your fellow players.
Do I have to do that now, or can I do
Yes.
that later?
You do that now.
Okay.
Who do you feel helped you the most in that? And if no one, then just anyone.
Hail to the king, Bal. Just for the sake of argument. Yeah.
Okay, so yes, in the aftermath of all that, you're all told that yes, Bal will be crowned the new Twilight King at some point. He's not the Twilight King yet, so he can't affect any major changes or make anybody a noble. Not yet.
I was rather counting on that. Oh well.
Not yet. They've got
Well,
they've got a bit of time before they can actually crown him.
there's a ceremony to prepare, sacrifices to be made, those kinds of
Oh
things.
God, what kind of sacrifices?
Angry ones?
Probably, yeah. Oh no, possibly not anymore. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, because they've all been running on anger for so long, they've got to figure out who they are without it, and that's going to take some time.
They need a nice chill out session, darling.
Yes.
All I need to
there's
do.
going to be a lot of
know,
chamomile.
I know a guy. I'll get him to send some of his best stuff out. It'll be fine. Everyone will be very chill.
You're going to come back, and all of a sudden, every Twilight dwarf is now kind of like a Rastafarian.
Every one of them is going to be rolling stoner cunning, which is to say, not very cunning.
So yes, you have your long rest and everything following the big fight.
Brilliant. I'm a pathetic amount of hit points. Oh, feels so good.
And I'm going to. The intention that you guys had initially was to hop back in the airship and pop across to Iron Slag and just, maybe have another go at it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that you hop in the airship and you go over there and you see a few things.
Okay. You see?
So first of all, you approach from an oblique angle to try and avoid, trying to use the mountains as cover.
Ooh.
The Yakfolk village is gone.
Yes, it is somewhat cratered.
Because it was
black.
It's all the Yak folk were dead when we came to the surface, weren't they?
Yeah,
Yes.
they were definitely killed by whatever explosion happened here. We
There
did
was
not do
less molten fire.
Oh.
it. Oh,
Whoa.
crikey. Oh, dear.
I distinctly remember
mountain's been-
less fire.
The mountain has been turned into an active volcano now.
Of course.
The mountain is now an innie, that's what you're saying.
The Yakfolk village has been, the river has now turned into a river of lava. And also there is lava pouring down from the, covering where the village used to be.
Does it look like we can still get into where the entrance is?
No.
Yeah. So we'd have to go through the front door.
Then as you, you go down down the front of the mountain to where the big front door is.
Ooh. Ooh.
Give us a second, I'm loading the...
Where's
Don't know if it's roll 20 or... Suddenly got them...
could be that the new dynamic lighting is turned on, or the fog of war is turned on. That will
Nope.
really script things.
No, none of those.
Or the map is huge.
The map is huge.
I can do it.
Gosh, it's been a while. Okay. So you bring the airship down and...
Oh, jeez, man. Them some big-ass giants.
You can see the front doors there are open, and there are two giants on the outside with some hellhounds.
Yep.
You can see... You can't see too well into the building itself, but you can see a constant stream of fire giants coming in and out.
Okay.
That looks busy.
You see them. You see there are some new arrivals who are obviously going. If you've got any way of listening in from very far away.
Unfortunately, I literally just prepared my spell. Oh no, I've got tongues. So if people don't speak, I can make people speak if they want to spy. Is that a representative distance away?
No, I've just put you there so that you can actually see on the map.
Okay, how far roughly are we?
You are in the airship quite far up.
Okay, so it's hundreds and hundreds of feet.
Yeah, and you are also
That's fine.
hugging the mountain, avoiding the lavary bits,
Yeah.
just to try and avoid being seen by all these fire giants, which may take issue to you.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah, you can see many fire giants arriving. Some in groups, some on their own, and then some fire giants, not the same fire giants in every case, leaving in groups, and whereas the ones who are arriving seem to be more of a interesting, checking things out. The ones who are leaving are doing with purpose and seem to be on a mission.
Right.
Some of them you can see they are holding rods of the Vonindod.
Oh, okay.
Is that the metal detecty things they had before?
Yes. Some of them are holding those. Some of them are not.
So, is there any discernible because I speak giant? Are there anything discernible clan tags or anything like that, or any tattoos that would designate them as one type of fire giant versus another? I'm thinking
Armor styles.
yeah, okay.
There are varying armor styles.
So not all of these are Duke Zalto's boys.
In fact,
They're
most of the ones who are arriving are in varying armor styles.
Right.
The ones who are
okay.
leaving, majority of Zalto's armor style.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
every group that leaves, there is at least one Zalto. Some of them look like they might be freshly forged pieces of armor. Some of them look like they are
adamantine.
being. Some of them look like they've been not adamantine. No.
Oh, okay. But they've just
They probably tried to conserve their adamantine supply to rebuild the big chappie.
probably.
But still, those dwarves back in, was it Gauntlgrim?
They said that the Dawn Titan could be used to forge magical arms and armaments and armor, so perhaps that's what's being forged.
Perhaps.
I feel, chaps, that we may have biffed it slightly.
A little bit, but it's not our fault.
I mean, no, still.
Well, if we have the conch, then could we not just return it to the Storm Giants and have them restore order?
Well, that would be good if we could. I believe Anam had given the impression that if we merely found out what had happened to the Storm King and restored him to his former position at the top of the ordning, he could probably tell these chaps to get back in line, as it were.
Probably.
I say, you fiends, he'll say.
I mean, from your understanding, Zalto has had a big success here. So the Storm King probably couldn't tell Zalto to cut it out.
But he could provide help.
But he could provide help, and he might be able to use his influence to curtail the current recruitment drive that you can see happening below.
Right, yes.
The question: do giants usually run with hellhounds? Are they aren't they infernal in nature?
Fire giants and fiery dogs kind of go hand in hand.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
It's not super usual, but it's also not unknown.
Okay.
Is there any medium creatures like wandering in along with the giants? Because I'm thinking like their entourages or their like hangers on or something, or is it just fire giants like walking in and out of this place?
Just fire giants, actually.
Oh, okay.
There is a fire giant does walk up with some bugbears.
Okay.
And the giants stop that fire giant. The guards, stop that fire giant and turn away his entourage.
Oh, well, this is less than ideal.
I think the only possible recourse here, and I don't think it's a good idea, is to perhaps try and banish the Titan. But I don't really fancy going in there.
No, the front door does appear to be heavily guarded.
Yes, and the back door does rather appear to be some air with a lot of lava underneath it.
Yes, and I have a feeling that the fire giants don't really mind fire all that much, so if they fall in, it's just an inconvenience for them.
No, quite.
You can just blow the conch and see what we can do from there. I can't see us getting...
Be away from here first.
Probably. Send the airship up at least and get out of here. Although they don't seem to be flying around very much. I don't see any air that probably hurl crap at us, but...
Had we identified the conch? Do we actually know specifically what it does?
One of you should have it in your inventory.
Yeah, once used, it immediately teleports us to a certain location.
So it's a predetermined location.
Yep.
Shall we should we blow the horn and then give the ship instructions to wait for us in a particular city?
Makes sense. Which city do you fancy?
Well, if we send it to one with a teleportation circle, I can of course take us back there at a mere moment's notice.
Yeah.
Perhaps. Oh gosh, I had to beg pardon. But let me fetch my spellbook a moment.
Right.
I guess the other question is, it teleports us immediately, so are we ready to suddenly appear wherever this thing is going to take us?
Well, is there anything else we'd like to accomplish, I suppose?
One question: Does someone have the ability to conjure infinite water?
I do.
How much
Yes.
water?
Infinite water.
What's its volume? Hypothetically, because that's a lot of open lava being molten rock will solidify if cooled down sufficiently. If you apply water, you'll either solidify it or create a one hell of a rainstorm.
I think it needs to reactivate it every so often, though.
30 gallons?
That's not a lot
It's
against
not
lava.
a huge amount. I tell you what we could
Every
though,
6 seconds, 30 gallons, sorry.
Yes, but even so, we'd have to be here for a terribly long time, and it would only solidify the top layer of the lava.
Yes, that's true.
Well, we don't have to be. I imagine if the airship was several 100 feet up and they just kept pouring water down it, eventually somebody might get very angry.
Then they might blow up our airship.
They might.
What we could do, just if we're leaving anyway, is pop a control weather from the stone on top and just give them some nasty rain.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that. Torrential.
Yes, a downpour.
Yeah, that might dampen their spirits a bit, yeah.
I've missed this. That new spell smell.
As Ryan tries to figure out what the hell is that going to do to this place.
Like, mechanically, I imagine absolutely fuck all, but I just want to inconvenience them for ruining my day.
If they're in a volcano, though, if we could shut the door somehow, we could drown them.
They're going to be able to break out. Like, fire giants with mining tools, they could just go straight through the wall.
Eventually. Might take them a while, though.
But
Before
I don't know,
then,
like, but
every forge in the place would be out.
possibly.
Can you...
now,
You have a lock
So-
spell, don't you?
Arcane lock, yes.
What's the range on that?
Let me have a little.
I have another
Arcane lock.
idea. Can anyone, and I appreciate this might be beyond our current abilities, can anyone give tectonic plates a little push?
I believe you'd be looking for the 9th level spell, Earthquake.
Oh.
Because over an active volcano, all we'd have to do is open it, and it will fill the place with lava. It won't do the fire giants any
Or
harm.
alternatively, just sort of nudge it off the plate margin, but that might be rather more Also, earthquakes just aren't good for people generally.
Well, no, but if we can fill the place with lava, it won't
I
hurt
get
the
it.
fire giants, but the adamantine will melt and become effectively useless as it's mixed in with so much rock. Plus,
However, we would need to nudge them quite a while to open up a sort of tectonic margin. There'd be no
well, it's
way.
already open.
Well, there'd be no way to know if we were making it bigger or smaller, and either way, moving it more than a few centimeters is going to completely destroy Evelyn.
Yeah, I
I'm
suppose that would
talking
only
like
some-
San Francisco 1906 destroy Evelyn.
Yeah, I don't know what this San Francisco place is, but
And I don't see any people down there, darling. I just see fire giants who want to murder the shit out of us.
Yes. Regardless, we have no way of creating an earthquake, though.
well,
We know
Apart
people
from
who can.
those- apart from those minor drawbacks, it was a good plan.
I did have one suggestion. No, it's a separate line of thinking, really. But if we're just going to be going away and looking for old what's his face with the conch,
Hmm.
do we know any frost giants I could send a sending to and say, by the way, if you'd like to not be on the very, very bottom of the ordning, what with fire giants hating you a lot, I'd suggest you mobilize a lot of your frost giants and go and attack this volcano at these specific coordinates.
That's not a bad plan. We know where they are, don't we?
Well, the question I had for the dungeon master was, having seen the picture of the frost giant in Anam's temple and having a likeness and knowing the name, would that give me enough for a sending spell?
Let me look at the rules for sending real quick.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you have the ability to spy on him, as in...
Yes.
That would definitely give you the ability to use sending.
Do you have the ability to spy on him?
Scrying.
Don't you need a crystal ball for that?
You said that Moradin mended mine.
You're right, yes. I forgot that you got
He
a-
felt bad about blowing up my 1,000 gold piece crystal ball.
I forgot that you'd gotten a replacement after
Yeah.
the Kolstag one.
Yeah. I got a regular crystal ball without the freaking very rare whatever. Yeah, and then I tried to look at the what was it, Morden or whatever his name was,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it exploded and killed me. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah. I don't have either of those spells prepared, by the way, but it would be a tomorrow kind of thing.
Yeah, we can drop the bomb and leave.
It
It's
needs to be a
fine.
creature with which you are familiar.
Sending does scrying.
Yeah.
It just gives them a bonus to the spell save DC, to their spell save throw, if I had not met. But
Yeah.
I do know what they look like, so
But I'm saying that you're not familiar enough as you are at the moment in
yeah.
order to do a sending to them.
Yeah, but either way, I can't send it today anyway because I don't have prepared.
So that's one thing. So, like, even if we're not assaulting the place directly, we could always just inconvenience them.
Yes, I imagine a bunch of frost giants who are pissed off with them would coming down the hills, trying to murder them, would inconvenience them slightly.
Over the hill, is it a frost giant? Is it
How
a
many
frost
is
giant?
in each group that's defined?
It varies.
For the approximation, 1, 10, or 100.
Okay, there are no groups of 100.
Yeah.
There are groups ranging from 1, which is a group, up to about 10, yeah.
Okay.
I was just figuring out, is it worth going a bit further away and picking off some of these groups?
How many have we? What is the most we've seen at one point of these frost giants?
So I'm going to bring up the world the world map now.
Oh.
Just so just to remind yourself of where you are and everything. You're in
Yeah,
Iron
sure.
Slag in the top right there.
Yeah.
So sorry, you're asking. You wanted to waylay one?
So,
Well, it's not a bad plan. Pick them off as they come out, like one of the ones that's leaving.
yeah.
Maybe a single person. I don't mind.
I mean,
Good-
certainly
good.
if we could try and pick off one, we could get an idea possibly if they're carrying messages, if there's like an exhortation to arms. But I feel it might be like throwing harvest mice at a wood chipper. We're the harvest mice.
One fire giant. We can deal with
Oh,
one.
no, all of them are the wood chipper.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. Just one. Pick them
Just
off.
one.
Wait till
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
alone.
That's what I was. Yeah, get a bit further away.
And then wait till he's alone, and then murder the shit out of him.
And see if he's carrying any paperwork.
Drop the big stone on him first. That's a start.
Wouldn't he just be able to catch it?
He doesn't know it's coming.
It's several tons. Even their strength isn't limited. Isn't limitless, I suppose.
I think that it was supposed to be like a throwing rock that is enchanted, wasn't it?
Isn't a throwing rock of a god, though?
No, that's true.
Yes.
Can we see any particular?
Can we hunt
Singles.
down a single fire giant?
Well, surely we just wait for the ones that are leaving and follow
Yeah,
them
yeah.
for a bit,
Yeah.
so that we are further enough away from Iron Slag that reinforcements cannot reach them in time.
All right, fine. I am.
There is some very quick maps in in some of the things
We don't have to.
I don't think we need a map.
because we're gonna murder him in seconds, aren't we?
Yeah. Okay. Which one of you wants to go first?
We're dropping the stone out first, I suppose.
Yeah, but then we'll jump straight into initiative.
Okay.
I'll cast
me, I
haste
guess.
on Bal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so what? Algernon's going first.
I'll cast haste on Bal.
Okay.
Cast parallel processing.
Okay.
And I will longbow him.
And then is Bal going last then?
Presumably, as I
Presumably will have swooped down and got low enough to the ground that I don't need to featherfall people. If he does, I'll just cast featherfall on him anyway.
Okay. So yeah, the thing is, this fire giant rolled so badly that I don't think any of you could have gotten lower than he did. Hence why I'm just asking
Fair.
who's going first. Boom.
Yeah.
Done.
That's
Okay.
a surprise round, and then we get a full round as well. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So you're dropping the boulder on him.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then firing the arrow.
All right.
basically.
What's the damage on that then?
Well, if it falls from its maximum height, it does fall damage. So 20d6.
I
And
assume
then
we had a long rest before.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes. All right. Who wants to roll 20d6 then?
We could each do 5.
One of you
that's-
roll 20.
You got it, bro.
yeah, I've got it.
oh my bad.
61.
That's a lot of ones.
A lot of ones. There's a lot of sixes as well. They kind of balance each other out. There's some fives in there.
Okay. Right now, so we've got haste on. Okay. On Bal. Sam's doing parallel processing. Tal is longbowing. Right. Longbow Tal.
Cool. Do I have advantage, given I'm firing at the same time as the boulder?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Right, so that's 21 a hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is 13 piercing plus 10, so 23, 24. I forgot to roll my thingy. 24 plus. Click that off. And it's a 3d6? Yeah. That's right. 3d6. And 10, so 34 damage.
Okay. And Bal.
Okay.
Drops from the sky.
And then hit him in the face with giant Slayer axe.
Okay,
Oof.
that's a natural 20.
Can I just like he's just jumped from the airship and just plunged the axe straight into his face?
Yes.
So there's that plus an extra 4d6. Oh no.
Yep.
Plus that plus 3 for the rage. So that first attack does only 32, 35 damage.
He has to make a strength saving throw.
Yes.
Isn't that +9 as well with the brute critical or whatever?
Do I? I don't know if.
Oh,
He
you don't have that
succeeded
yet.
on the strength saving throw at least.
Fair.
That's good.
Oh, yes.
So plus the whatever's there.
So I do get an extra. You can roll 1 additional weapon damage die when dealing with the extra damage. Okay, so
12.
plus another 5, so 40 damage.
Okay.
First hit. He gets 2 more.
Is he prone?
Nope.
No.
Not
Okay.
yet. He will be.
First, however, Bal takes 74 damage, half that to 37.
Oh right, yes, because of the falling.
Because you jumped out the airship
Yes. That's...
Fine.
at the same height that the boulder was
Yeah.
dropped.
Oh no,
Like,
it's better.
I forgot to
He's
cast
riding.
Featherfall, but
He's
he-
riding the boulder down. Ah!
I forgot to cast Featherfall, but he looks like he's having fun. So
I know, darling. I mean, look, he'll live, maybe.
Well, that's a natural 1.
So
Oof.
that's a miss.
And one more.
you do have the inspiration die.
Oh yeah.
The 26 hit.
Okay, so that plus 2d6.
Oh god.
Is it plus 3? So
23.
Yeah, 23.
you know, I think in the previous one it did actually include. It included my 2.
It did include
Nice
the
for
brutal
the-
critical. Yeah.
So take 5 off the last damage, or take 5 off this one.
Okay, I'll take 5 off this one, so it deals 18 damage total.
Cool.
Okay, this fire giant's not looking good.
One more attack.
They were my 3 attacks.
He got a natural
Oh,
1,
I see.
remember?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
this was the surprise round, which
Yeah.
is
Now it's
So-
Algernon's turn.
that's why that's why I wasn't worried about the
oh,
inspiration.
Okay, so he's what? How many feet up are we? 200.
Many.
Well, we need to be 200 up for the boulder to get that velocity.
Sure, you're 200 feet up.
In that case, I will jump out. I will cast Featherfall. I will fall willingly, 180 feet, and then cast Featherfall, so I'm near the ground. And I'll cast what offensive spells do I actually have prepared? Ice Knife at 3rd level.
Okay.
I will target sort of his head, so Bal isn't within the 5 feet.
Okay, so that requires a ranged spell attack from you.
It do 20 to hit.
That hits.
Could you make a DC 17 Dex save?
16, that's a fail.
Okay, he takes 15 points of
Yeah, he's
damage
dead.
Split between... Cool. Sorry, pal, forgot to catch you there. You feeling okay?
Yes. I luckily something big broke my fall.
Yep. I'll fire off like a Prestia or a minor illusion or something up into the sky to like an all clear thumbs up.
And boys, down.
Cool. Can I search the body?
Sure,
Do you want a roll or?
in a second.
Okay.
Because, I didn't have the correct page open. Okay, I would request a D100 roll, please.
Okay.
Oh, great. D&D Beyond's
6.
telling me that my internet connection is unstable. Fun.
Oh dear.
Mm.
I have rolled a 64.
Okay, yes, inside the giant's bag you find a wooden door with twisted iron hinges.
That is.
Like we're coming down, I look over Sam. Why is Bal holding a door?
Ranged weapon. I knew an orc who had those. I fucking missed that campaign.
So which
Yeah.
campaign was that?
It was the one in which I was the wild mage. The DM allowed the Thunderbolt of Justice range smiting rules, and Tavern Brawler meant that doors were inappropriate. smiting weapon. So yeah,
Okay.
Bag of holding, full of doors. Just chuck them. 20 strength characters, man. Is there any sign of like paperwork or like letter or like even like a rune-covered stick or something on him?
No.
Ooh. I'll check the letterbox in the door.
There was no letterbox on this door.
Okay.
I like to think that me and Sam we're looking at this thing. Is he? Yep, he is. Just, by the gods.
I've missed this so much. I don't suppose anyone can speak with the dead.
No, I gave that ability up. It wasn't that useful.
That's fine then.
Wait, did I? Maybe I didn't.
I think you used a spell scroll
Yeah,
when you did it before.
Yes.
for the drawing the mouth on the smooth skull.
Yes.
Doesn't look like there's a terrible amount of information here, chaps.
Oh well.
Killed this poor giant for nothing.
Not for nothing.
I mean, it's one less fire giant that's going to try and murder us.
Let's just rinse and repeat for the entire session.
Yeah.
You know, I think we have better things to do with our time.
So does the DM.
If we are to be moving on,
Yeah, if you want to rinse and repeat for the entire session, I'll just hang up now and just assume that you do that. We can come back next Monday and I can ask you how it went.
Once we've genocided every
We killed
single
all the
fire-
giants, Ryan!
All of them.
Oh, really? Here's more.
and there was
out
a
of curiosity-
unicorn and a tree. And
Was this one carrying a the adamantine rod thing?
Nope.
Should have picked one. Should have specified.
Well,
if we are to be moving on from here, is there anything we'd like to accomplish? I suppose before we go off in search of His Majesty.
apparently I have a ton of money.
Yes.
I don't know what to do with it though, really.
Yeah, for some strange reason, your DM has already given you everything you could possibly want.
Oh. No, I think we need to. To be on our way to the storm giants then. Messing about with the other
I think
ones.
we shall. Shall we pop some nasty weather on them from afar and then leave?
I think that's a good idea. Yes.
Control weather. Just stay there for the 10-minute casting time, and then just give them the nastiest, coldest, worst rain. Like, you know that kind of rain with the really big raindrops that just gets you wet really quickly, and it's horrible to be outside in. That.
Okay.
It's also at an angle, so you can't even you can go under shelter.
Like at that sort of
Torrential.
like 30-degree angle where
Yeah.
it's sort of just getting in under a hat. Yeah.
Torrential rain.
While this is
An
all going on,
Arctic
can I
cold.
short rest?
Sure.
I have some splintered knees that I need to rest.
You did jump out of
bless
it.
him.
We did try to warn you, and then you just kind of went, and we were like, well...
He did the superhero landing. Only one knee was fucked.
3-point landing.
21.
That's why that first hit was so bad. It was, such a doozy.
It had the full power of a bell behind it.
Cannon bell.
Came in like a wrecking bell. Do we wish to send these lovely dragon chaps off to Everland then? I can take us to Everland very easily, and I have the materials to do so.
I
And
would
it's
say
most
so.
nearby.
Yes, why not?
Right, you cultist chaps. You head to Everland, and we'll see you soon.
Yep.
I'll send a sending when we want picking up.
Yes, boss.
I've had a quick thought. With all of this gold, could we not head to Waterdeep and hire some adventurers to steal the heart of the thing back?
No recursion.
We're not going to go in there, and
Anyone who could go in there, we can't pay, and anyone we could pay can't go in there.
yes,
Okay.
unless we hired all the peasants in Waterdeep.
And gave each of them a rung of a single ladder. Oh dear. Yes.
Just give him a bucket of wands.
Oh, that was that. Were you in that one shot?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes, I have enough materials. He goes to his component pouch / D&D Beyond and checks. I have enough teleportation, juju, herbs for 6 uses of the spell, so we should be all right. Can get us back to Everland or Waterdeep or wherever.
I would hope so. Shall we?
Right.
You want to have a tootle, Val?
Yep. I shall blow into the conch.
Okay, first things first. Are you attuned to it?
Hold on. No.
You could be at the short rest.
Yeah, you're
Sure.
just taking a short rest, so you can unattune to something and then reattune to that.
Yep. Done.
As a reminder, just because I'm wary of where storm giants live, everyone has water breathing. Everyone has Rari's telepathic bond, which means we can communicate at will telepathically. Yeah, that's it.
Boom. Okay.
So you blow the conch,
Yep.
and the note continues to hang in the air even after you've stopped blowing. And it's just getting louder and louder. It's kind of making your ears ring a bit. And then you notice that each of you is stood on a circle that wasn't there before. It looks like
Yeah.
water, and you're slowly sinking into it, and the water is spinning and speeding up.
I hate teleportation.
And so you're all just falling into this tiny localized whirlpool that's underneath each of you. If you try to get out of it, then it doesn't really let you. It kind of moves with you, so you're constantly sinking into it. And then when you're fully submerged, you can just feel yourself swirling around.
Al just leans back like she's leaning back in a deck chair and just goes with it at this point.
Al's probably more like, you know those rides at fun fairs where you get flung to the outside of the big disc?
Just relax. It's fine.
Sam is full on panicking.
Oh yeah, you can't find anyone else in this at the moment. You are just spinning round and round, faster and faster. You can breathe, which is good, but it's just going faster and faster and faster. Lights flashing by you, faster and faster and faster. And then just as you feel like... you can feel pressure also building up in your ears. And just as you feel like you're about to explode, all of a sudden you're stood bone dry on a sigil.
Well, that's extremely... Oh wow, this is a big ass map.
Yeah, look in the top right.
Yeah, I got you.
Can't. Where am I?
Do nothing so far.
No.
I found myself.
That musical sting is rather mysterious. Oh, we're on the big gold sigil, right?
Yep.
It's pitch black in here, isn't it?
Back.
I can currently not see myself.
Should have global illumination. Give me a second. I set this map up a while ago.
Aquabeam was supposed to come here.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
not
we're an hour
correct.
in, and we're now at the point that the DM was hoping we'd start.
Okay, can everyone see now?
No.
Oh.
No.
Still no. God damn it.
I might have like I can't see because I have no light.
No. The problem is that the token editor. There we go. Okay. Can see. Yes.
Oh no. That's just a mark on my screen.
Okay, Sam,
No.
how far can you see?
60 feet to dark vision. There you go.
Cool, okay. Tal. Does Tal have dark vision?
No, but she does have the light spell. Oh no, she doesn't. She has torches though.
It's fine. All I need to do for you then is hit the can see button.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, lovely little sigil. Good.
Bal.
Hello.
What is your dark vision?
60 feet.
Okay, I'll be back as well.
Aha.
And last but not least, Algernon is already set up.
I am 60 for me.
Why is Algernon so much smaller than the other tokens? It looks like ours is actually the size of one of the squares, whereas the rest of us...
Yes, with me doing that change, it's gone wonky. Give me a sec.
Oh, I've shrunk.
That's just the whirlpool. Like, you started near the ceiling and I fell first. You're closer to the bird's eye view.
Right, when Brad gets back, I will start describing what you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
So we are in an air-filled place.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can feel like when you're in an airplane and you go up and you just really need to make your ears pop.
Pressurized.
Yes. When all of you just squeeze your nose and go, and your ears pop and you feel better again.
The Valsalva maneuver, it's called.
Ah.
We make your ears pop. You do it when you're diving.
Tempted to go get some ice cream.
That's a grade A shout, BRB.
I'm going to go get a drink, though, rather than ice cream.
I've just finished off the sprinkles I had. Okay, well, okay, everyone is now picked this bit. I'm going to go grab a drink then.
The exact opposite set of people are now on this call.
Ah. That reminds me. Can you bring up the Minecraft server? Esther was saying something. It was broken.
Down?
It was down.
Be honest, I've not been on in quite some time.
Yeah. Do I owe you money? Actually, come to think of it.
Might do. Might.
5, 3, 4.
Around the £4-5 mark. I'll double check and let you know.
Yep. I'm going to endeavor to try and be on Slack more than I have been.
That's fine. It's not like we're talking about making games or anything.
I know, but it's just like I feel a bit bad. It's like,
Drink with
So-
water from the fridge.
It says,
What's up?
Mike,
Hello.
It
that
says,
is an excellent shirt.
Oh, yes,
it's-
thank you.
It says the server is running, Brad.
Okay,
But
maybe
no
it
one
is.
is on it, so it doesn't hurt to give it a kick and restart it.
okay.
Okay, so we're all here. We all ready for the description.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Maelstrom lies on the floor of the trackless sea, nearly 3,000 feet beneath the surface. For centuries, it has been the stronghold of the world's most powerful storm giant kings. It is carved into a reef with 4 rocky towers covered in barnacles and coral reaching upwards. Between them is a large sinkhole that descends into the heart of the fortress. A natural phenomenon sometimes causes the ocean currents to form a great whirlpool with enough strength to draw ships down into it. These vessels are torn apart as they are pulled down, and the wreckage is deposited at the bottom of the sinkhole, where hulking crabs pick through it for their storm giant. There is another way of getting to Maelstrom that doesn't involve blowing the conch. It involves sailing a boat out to the place where this whirlpool sometimes happens,
Oof.
and then waiting. That would
What,
not
to
have...
go down the whirlpool?
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a ballsy way to do it.
That feels more like us. I mean, let's be honest.
You would have taken a lot of damage doing it, though.
I'd imagine, yes.
So yes, Maelstrom is not entirely filled with water. There are air-filled and submerged areas. Where it's kind of that purpley colour, it's an air-filled area. If it is submerged, then it's blue on the map.
And there are these little lights as well, apparently.
Yep. The stronghold has slick, rough-hewn walls that don't offer a lot of handholds, so climbing them without gear is difficult. There are anemones around in places that can survive out of water and have hollow cavities within that the giants use to store things. Some rooms have oval windows made of thick, transparent crystal. These windows are very thick, very tough, very sturdy.
You're thinking like the windows from Bioshock kind of windows.
These are designed to withstand tremendous amounts of pressure and force.
Yeah.
They are not easily broken. The giant-sized doors throughout Maelstrom are 30 feet tall and made of barnacle-covered stone with rusty iron hinges. Their handles are 13 feet above the floor.
It's pretty big.
You may see some giant clams knocking around. All interior spaces are dimly lit. Air-filled chambers have wall sconces with continual flame spells cast on them, or oval windows of transparent crystal that allow light from the bioluminescent coral reef to enter. Bioluminescent fish dimly illuminate submerged areas. Most of the furnishings and other items in Maelstrom are sized for storm giants. You may occasionally see barnacle-covered portcullises throughout this area, throughout the Maelstrom, and stairs, such as this circular staircase that you can see here. They are sized for a storm giant. Each step is 4 feet tall by 4 feet deep.
It is that scene in Rick and Morty. Fuck.
Yeah. That's only like a few inches taller than Al.
You must treat the staircase as difficult terrain.
Yeah. Would I have a climbing speed? It's fine if so. I mean,
I'm
it's
going to
big...
rule yes, because you've got to swap
That's fair.
from, climbing to walking to climbing to walking to climbing to walking.
Yeah.
If it had just been climbing, then you'd be fine.
Fair.
Right.
Broom it is then.
Where are we going?
So, this room that you're in, 2. So, you appear atop a glowing glyph carved into the floor of an alcove in the northeast corner of this rough-hewn chamber. The moist walls here are covered with bioluminescent lichen, snails, starfish, and barnacles. Tiny, harmless crabs crawl across the floor, avoiding the sigil. And you can hear a powerful female voice accompanied by the deep, haunting tones of a masterfully played pipe organ. It comes from the circular staircase here.
From the one on the west.
Correct. The one that circular staircase to the west of you has the pipe organ music coming from it. You can see that there is a pool here that is 40 foot deep, and if you look into it, you can see a 30-foot high passageway at the bottom of it.
Oh, right. So like a
bottom
passage.
of the pool.
Yeah.
It seems the passageway leads out towards the central area.
Why are storm giants living underwater anyways? I don't understand that.
You still have the conch.
Do we solve the conch?
Bal still has the conch.
We can just end up back here.
Should we announce ourselves? I mean, we are messengers, but I suppose we are somewhat trespassers.
Yes.
You can also see there is a passageway leading off to the east, a passageway leading off to the north, and a narrow hall to the south.
Along with this exit that's in here as
Okay.
well. Well,
I'll shout out hello.
we're looking for a woman, the youngest of the 3 sisters, I think.
Yeah,
The music is quite loud.
Yes.
What did Anam say about this? About the look for who?
He said to look for the youngest of the 3 sisters.
What's this thing?
I believe you were given the names of all the sisters. Does anyone
Yes.
remember them?
One of them was Nim, I think.
That is correct.
Is that the youngest?
Maybe. I'm not sure though.
In a while, I need to find which notebook that's in.
We'll pause to give Brad a chance to search for his notebooks whilst I look and see if there is something I feel you can roll for me to give you the information. Because, normally I'd just be like, remember it, fuckers. But it has been a while, and we did have an involuntary hiatus.
All right.
Sorry, we had the end of season break.
Yeah, I don't remember the others at all.
This. Watch it take forever.
Ryan,
Joseph.
the glyph over there, that's not a teleportation circle, am I correct? It is
Correct.
a separate entity.
It is.
Cool.
It is not a circle. It is just a glyph.
More specific than general teleportation, it's actually for the conch.
Correct. So yes, you won't be able to use it to get yourself out instantly.
How long does teleportation circle take to cast?
A minute. Which, in one of my side adventures, was quite the bone of contention. It's like, oh, God!
Well, it's more the fact that I,
Oh, yeah. And I only had one spell slot for it as well.
which I failed to take into account, was like,
I-
yeah, you got in there. now get out.
Good luck.
What do you mean you can't teleport back out?
That is one of the only times in my entire adult life I've used trigonometry. The other is for calculating fireballs.
Just fireball. Just fireball.
What's your point, person of fireball range? I do have fireball prepared.
Presumably the crabs that are gathering the stuff from the pool are just ignoring us.
Oh no! In this room, just little crabs that are just mooching around, not gathering anything. When I say hulking crabs, you'll know what I mean when you see a hulking crab.
I have
Oh,
no idea.
All right then.
It is.
In that case, think just a basic whiz check then, please, from everybody.
Natural 20.
Okay, so Al,
Yes.
the 3 sisters are named Nim,
Got that one.
Miran,
Miram.
and Sarissa.
Sarissa.
It's Sarissa that's the youngest, I think.
You are correct.
Okay.
Once I heard the name, it would jog my memory. Yeah, the 2 others are not nice. They are unkind, if I remember.
Do you
correctly.
remember why?
They're
Because they
being
hate little people?
influenced. Yes, and they're being influenced by another person.
Do you remember the name of that person?
It's
Do you remember what that person is?
yes, it's the dragon. I was like, it's the dragon, but I can't remember her name.
Eamrith.
Imrith, and she's masquerading as a storm giant of some kind, I would imagine.
And we killed her kids. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Did we?
Yeah. Did we?
Oh, yeah.
You got one of them, and the other one was flying away, but I think you took it down anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, because we killed one, and then the other was flying away with Bal's corpse, and I shot it out the sky.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
Happy days.
So yes,
Yeah.
you killed 2 of her kids.
Yes. Does she know that was us?
Probably. Let's assume yes and plan for the worst.
Right.
Yeah, but we could just say her kids was in revenge for Harshnag.
Cycle of violence and all that.
Okay, so yes, they are working with Imrith
They're working with Imrith,
Yes.
specifically. Okay.
to undermine the throne.
Who is? It's currently in the hands of Sarissa because her father's not an idiot.
Right. Has there been any response to Bal shouting hello?
No, the
I
pipe
think-
organ coming from above is quite loud,
Drowning
and
out.
there is no response from any of the side panels.
I'm going to be honest with you, gentlemen. I don't think I've met many people who play pipe organs who are good people. It's usually very ominous.
It's a villainous instrument, that and the marimba.
The marimba, yes.
Also, given that there is a potentially disguised dragon here, we might want to be careful with our presence.
Yes. Yes.
Should we try and hide a little and then send some of our little minions to scout around?
Or I can just walk up those stairs and hide. I imagine I'm
True.
quite.
Should we
Quite
check
good
that
at
this floor is secure first, though? Because the pipe organ will cover whatever antics we get up to.
That's not a bad plan. Can we have like a look around in just like the adjoining chambers to see if there's anyone gonna come in?
Feel free to have a look around the adjoining chambers.
Sneaky,
What's the
sneaky.
star?
That looks bad.
That star is a statue.
Yeah.
A life-size stone statue of a female storm giant holding a harp and wearing a gown of purple coral.
It looks like there's rooms going off.
And there
this
are some,
way.
and there are some doors there. Yes. Each door is made of iron-bound oak and measures 15 feet tall by 7 feet wide, and appears
That's
to be
smaller.
yes, it's a small folk size.
Maybe
Okay.
they have guests.
Maybe. Or servants.
Possibly. Why would you have small
Yeah.
servants? If I was carrying a plate of food for one of these creatures, it'd be bigger than I am.
True.
Perhaps they sort of like the little
or
people
it's-
to serve.
Yeah, it could be a jail cell for.
I'll come up to this.
For small people who
Unwilling
dare to come
volunteers.
in there, yeah.
Yeah.
Come into this.
There's
corner,
another
have a
pool.
peek around. Another pool.
Oh, we're going this way.
Yeah, I just want to see the adjoining chambers. See if there's anything that's going to come.
There is a small steam pool at the center of this chamber that you're looking into.
I look
A
and
steam pool.
how is it? Is it like? Can I put my hand near it and go? Is it pleasant?
Yes.
This is a later trip. This is a later trip. I will come back here. This is where we go after we're done. Whatever.
Yeah, that's basically
spa.
yes.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a spa.
And then.
And then as you turn around and are walking away,
Yeah.
Yep.
you hear a very loud and inside there a big geyser of steam and boiling water erupts from the center of the room.
Does it suddenly become less
Oh.
pleasant?
If you'd been in there, it probably would have been nasty, but after a couple of seconds, it gets back to quite nice.
Okay, so you want to
Not
avoid
in the
being
water. Not in the water. On the edge of the water. Right. Well, I'll have a peek down this way.
Down that way,
Yep.
you can see a statue at the end of the North Hall depicting a male storm giant blowing a pink and blue conch shell with giant-sized doors on either side of the statue.
This is the giant side of the area, I suppose.
Well, shall we check out the common folk side? Because first.
Indeed.
Yes, just in case somebody's hiding in one of the rooms.
Ryan,
Joseph?
I'm going to start casting divination as a ritual. I'm going to find a little. I guess I'll maybe. Is it possible to walk around the edge here?
Yeah.
I'm going to go into this corner in here, And I'm going to start casting divination as a ritual. Let me know when it pops.
Okay, that's 10 minutes, is it? Or 11 minutes?
It's 11 minutes, but yeah.
Okay,
I
cool.
will come down this way. I will peek around the corner, and then the door. Does it have like a keyhole I can peek through?
No. There is no lock on this door.
Oh,
Can I push this door open?
Yes.
Okay. Do I see anyone in here?
Do you see anyone in there?
I do not. No. Should I?
Well, if you don't
No,
see anyone in
this-
there, then you don't see anyone in there.
oh, I will.
Okay,
slowly-
so is this living quarters then, by the looks of so I can see a couple
Guest
of beds.
quarters.
Guest. So, guest or guest?
I will. There's no lock on the door, darling. It's definitely not guest. So I will open this door slowly. Maybe I'll give it a knock first. No, that's fine.
Do the
Like
beds
guest
look
quarters?
like someone slept in them?
They look like they have been made since they were last occupied.
Cool.
It looks like it looks like there are no personal possessions within these rooms at the moment.
Okay.
Well, nice place
Well,
to
that answers
stay.
my next question.
So each of these rooms contains furnishings sized for medium and small creatures. 5 comfortable beds, a circular rug, a barrel of drinking water, an empty dresser, and an empty...
Does the harp look playable?
No, it's part of a statue.
Stay.
It's made of stone.
That would be a cool way to disguise a magic door, though.
Okay. So now we know that area is clear. I guess have a look at the giant side.
I just want to. While you're doing that, I'll have a sneak upstairs. Just.
Okay. I will.
All right, okay. We'll focus on Bal first.
Yep. that's
Okay.
fine.
Oh God. Hold on. My page is frozen. Why has it done that? Well,
All right. In that case,
yeah. Focus on Tao.
I want to be sneaky. Ciao. 23 on my stealth check.
I mean,
Tasty towel numbers.
She's built to do a very specific thing, so she does
yes,
it very
that's a
well.
very specific thing. Is pissing me off.
She gets murderized by anything like
I sure remember help only one person. That's how I do it.
Yep. There you go. Maybe.
Need to change the settings slightly. So I'm looking on my settings trying to find out how to make the portraits disappear.
The wheel, and then there is a chat avatars. Make them names only. Down at the bottom of the game settings. Wow, a whole ton of stuff disappeared from my settings things. Oh yeah, because I'm in the other one, not the DM. Wow.
There we go, names only. I was trying to click the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so now... There we go. Yeah, there was an issue where if you've got the portrait and it drags in to try and be on the wrong thing. Because it's out by...
Oh boy!
So, give me a second to find something else real quick, Brad.
Yeah. No rush. No rush. Why is it always me?
So how much of this can you see?
I can see 5 problems.
Can you see the far wall?
Yes. I can see out into what I assume is the abyss of the ocean.
Yeah. Only 5 problems, huh?
So if Tal would slowly edge her, oh god, I can
Okay.
see lots more problems. What is that? Why is that a thing?
The panic noises are only making us feel.
So
like-
I'm sharing something with you now.
So Tal's probably like,
Oh.
So yes, that is what Tal sees.
is she doing what I think she's doing? Is she playing the crab?
She's playing the crab organ.
I told you marimbas were evil.
Okay, so music fills this hall when you first arrive. The room is split into 2 levels. A 15-foot high raised ledge hugs the walls to the north and east, and gently sloping ramps lead up to it. The acoustics here are excellent. Barnacle-covered pillars of hewn rock rise to meet the vaulted ceiling, and a huge crystal window allows in light that casts beautiful patterns on the walls. Under the crystal window is a hulking crab, with coloured nodules and hollow flutes of beautiful coral growing out of its shell. This creature is a living instrument. When one of the nodules on its shell is tapped, it appears that the motion tickles the crab and causes it to exhale a burst of air through one of its coral pipes, producing a deep tone similar to that of a pipe organ. Any creature that has the proficiency in the performance skill actually can, with hours of practice, learn to play the crab organ.
I could play that. I could do better than that, I think.
And you can see 2 female storm giants on that ledge. One of them playing the crab organ and the other one singing.
Right. I don't know who they are. I just know that they are female storm giants.
Yes, as per that art that I sent to you.
Yeah.
And they appear to be entertaining several high-ranking visitors.
Oh God.
Yes. Yeah. It's as bad as you think.
I don't think anything. I'm not there.
Can I have a history check, please?
Sure.
Tal?
8.
Nope.
I recognize him though. The fire. This one. I recognize this boy.
That's just generic art.
Oh, is it just generic art? It's not him himself.
I mean, it is art of that particular one. Oh, sorry, it is art of that particular guy. But the art of that particular guy just stands in for generic fire giant.
Right.
That is not Duke Zalto.
No.
That is a female fire giant.
Okay. Fair enough. Are they all females, or is it just like
No, the cloud giant is male.
Right.
Fire giant is female. Frost giant doesn't say. I'm gonna say that sounds like a female. And the stone giant is male. So these giant nobles, they are drinking water out of their own conches of teleportation.
Right. Oh, of course, because any storm giant, any giant lord would have one as well.
It's not like we got the one that belonged to the fire giants.
Yes, that makes sense. Okay.
Okay, well, with that, yes, the cloud giant is a count, the fire giant is a duchess, the frost giant is a jarl, and the stone giant is a thane.
Yeah, they're all like high-ranking people.
Yes. The guests are gathered around mussel shell tables, and there's a giant coral fountain in the lower part of the room. The coral fountain sprouts water, which the giants are refilling their conch shells and drinking from. And there are also 2 storm giant guards wearing helms, looking over the entire thing.
Right. But they haven't spotted me.
No, you had a decent stealth roll.
Yeah. It's in the middle for me.
And
right,
I believe you can communicate telepathically as per Algernon's spell.
Instant, planar range telepathic communication. Yeah.
Can I just go?
Before you do,
This is okay.
you've crept up there and you've just taken the scene and on that note, we're going to jump to someone else.
Oh.
So Bal.
Okay, so I'd be wandering along.
Just before you do, Bal, Peckish comes and settles on your shoulder.
Okay.
So I can be moving in with you.
Okay.
So giant-sized doors.
I'll send an artificial mind after him.
Okay, you should be able to drag your artificial mind on yourself now.
Oh, how do I do that?
Okay.
Joe, teach him how to do that.
So go to the notes. You should see 2 things. One says presumably Sam. One says artificial mind. And then click and drag the whole thing on. Hey, there you go. What does your artificial mind look like again?
Which one am I using at the moment? I think I'm using the one that looks like a little animated bush as a tree.
Okay.
Okay. Can I try and...
Okay, so giant-sized door, 30 feet tall, made of barnacle-covered stone with rusty iron hinges. Handles 13 feet above the floor.
Okay, but I'm hoping it's going to be a push door. Can I try and push it open?
Can I have an
From the
athletics check, please?
Yeah, obviously I do it from the opposite side to the hinges.
Or of the leather. Yeah.
But 24.
Yeah, you open the door fine.
Okay. So this looks like
big bedroom.
yeah, giant guest quarters. Interesting. There's another door. Okay, so telepathically, to the guys, I'm in a giant bedroom. There's a door on the other side. Do I keep going or do I check the other room?
You just hear an eep from Tal.
You okay, Tal?
And at that point, divination pops.
Okay.
Dear Anam, Algernon here. We met in your temple. I was wondering if you could inform me how I would get the most direct and safest way to meet with the storm giant Princess Sarissa, of whom you spoke so favorably. Kind regards, Algernon.
One more time, please.
Précy version. What is the fastest and safest way to get from here to where Sarissa is?
Okay.
That particular Sarissa.
Right, yes. So fastest and safest are the operative words there.
Yeah.
Okay, you see an image in your mind.
Yeah.
Of you see the stairs that you're crouched beside. You can actually see yourself crouching beside those stairs.
Yeah. I've gone to third person. Sure.
And then the camera kind of just swoops up the stairs.
Yeah.
And you see Tal crouching at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
With a look of dread, I guess, on her face. Is that fair to say?
Yeah. She's her brain is working on how do I get across this room without getting murdered by everything in here.
And then you swoop into the room and you see the two storm giants playing the crab organ, and then the two other.
That is most unusual.
Then the two other storm giant guards, and then the emissaries of the stone, fire, frost, and cloud giant clans. And then you swoop down to a passageway in the on the direct south of that chamber.
Yeah.
Past a pair of hill giants down there.
Yeah.
And into a throne room where you see a large throne and two smaller thrones flanking it.
Interesting.
The large throne. So this room resembles an amphitheatre. Stone bleachers overlook an oblong chamber with a pool of seawater near its centre. Facing the pool and doors are three enormous thrones. The middle one, carved from a solid chunk of obsidian, has four blue dragon skulls affixed to its base and floats 1 foot above the floor.
Damn, no wonder Oberith hates them.
The two smaller thrones that flank it are made of coral and giant seashells. Could I please have an Arcana or History check, your choice?
You certainly can. I believe they're the same. I'm going to go for History. Fucking 11. Do I want to re-roll that?
Up to you.
I will save the re-roll for later because I think.
Okay, you do
still
not.
11, not crit fail.
You do not recognise this thing that they're sitting on.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes, you can see there is a female storm giant sat on the central throne, and she has a slung on the side of the throne is a wooden maul made from the mast of a warship. And she has a pendant that looks like, in your hands it would be a hefty scepter.
Yeah.
Then sat to her right, you have a male storm giant who has a trident leaning against his throne.
A male storm giant.
Male storm giant.
Okay.
And to the left is a female storm giant. With no weapons that you can see, and she has a vivid red scar on her chest.
A vivid red scar on her chest,
like a wound that's not long healed.
Okay. About how far?
And then your vision cuts out.
That's fine. Yeah, that's reasonable. About how far south from the stairs is it that the room that Tal's looking into? How far is it to the doors with the hell giants?
Yeah, that's like 80 feet straight across and down.
80 feet or more?
80 feet to get through the room with all of the giants.
Okay, and how tall are the stairs?
The stairs, you mean in total?
Yeah, roughly.
How tall did I say the ceiling? I don't think I did. Yeah, it doesn't tell me how high the ceiling is here.
An approximation?
60 feet?
Okay. In that case, we are extremely within range to dimension door into that room. To just pop in the middle. I don't know if that's the best idea, but it is an idea. Yeah, we're 400 feet inside the range of dimension door if we want to go into that room that way. Yeah, Al will come over the telepathic Discord and say to
Tal, yes, I rather see what you mean. Brief update from old Anam, chaps. Sarissa is in a throne room to the south of the upstairs room that Tal's in at the moment. And she's in there with a male storm giant and a female storm giant with a big scar.
Fun fact, if you hadn't mentioned safely, there would have been another way.
Oh, brilliant. What? Teleport straight up? Oh, God, it's not going up the geyser, is it?
Oh, yeah, it's about the right spot.
Not quite that. There is no hole in the geyser roof.
Well, I need to... Right. Well, I need to get to Sarissa then.
Yes, I mean, I have seen the room itself, so I could potentially cast Dimension Door to get us in there, and I could take one of you with me. But I don't know if that's a good idea, basically.
Popping into the royal chambers of some queen, king, or whatever, teleporting in, generally gets your head shot off.
Oh, yes, I've seen it happen.
So I'm going to sneak in and try and talk to Sarissa directly. You said one of them had a scar.
Yes, big red scar on the chest.
Man or the woman?
The female? Female.
I have a bad feeling.
So in there, is there likely to be Sarissa, the king, and a dragon?
Yeah.
Oh,
the
yes.
The king's missing, isn't he? Or
Yes,
something?
something along those lines.
Both the king
So-
and the queen are missing.
It may be Sarissa's consort or something, or a brother, or an uncle. And
Yes, well-
yes, I have a bad feeling likewise.
The two playing, they look like royals. They look noble.
I would say so, yes. They've got that sort of haughty look about them, as if they've only ever looked at people down their noses.
They're doing that now. So shit. Well, I can get in the room. The problem.
You could always message us over the old Rare's Bond, and if dire need comes in, I could always whip two of us up there with you if you start getting munched upon.
I can teleport out if necessary.
That's probably a better idea, yes.
Yes. So I'd like to.
I mean, I will say that the two storm giants on the stage are, quite involved in what they're doing.
Right. So they're not really watching this direction.
No,
It's
I mean,
just
if
this
you
person-
just you are in that eye line. So if you just walked out bold as brass, they'd see you.
Yeah. But if I sneak out,
But if you sneak out, and then everyone in the centre is occupied by enjoying the music, then it's entirely possible that you could sneak past them.
okay.
Someone who has invited a lot of semi-acquaintances to a lot of musical performances, they might not be engrossed.
So the first thing I will do is what's that? Is that a V S and M? If this is quite loud, I will cast invisibility, like a little bit back from the wall, just so that they don't hear me do it, and then I will carefully make my way over to here.
Oh, there's two hill giants as well.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Can I
Sorry,
please have
forgot.
Can I please have a new stealth roll? You've got advantage.
So, one. Is it gonna roll? Not gonna roll. There we go. 27.
Nice.
I'll keep the 27 in mind.
Way over to here.
No. Go back and do it one at a time.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Okay, so do. Which way is your boy looking?
He is keeping an eye on the giants in the centre.
Right. Okay. Do.
Right, as you get there,
Yep.
now one square back, please.
Oh.
Okay, there. As you get there, nothing happens. You may continue.
Okay. There. There.
Got too much power.
I can't let you have too easy a time.
Go.
I've got to try and amp up the paranoia.
So they're guarding a door.
Yes, if I move them forward,
Okay, I can see that. And the door is closed.
the door is indeed closed.
Fucking seal giants, they're dumb as shit. Visibility requires that.
Something about the map here. You can see the blue dot. The blue dotted line.
Yep.
That's the tunnel you're in. The stuff that you can see on the map there is actually the interior of the room. So these concentric rings,
Oh.
those are actually inside the room that you're trying to get into.
Oh. So it's like this is a balcony, then it comes down.
No, actually. No,
Okay.
this goes underneath these seats.
Oh.
It's like an it's an amphitheater.
Right.
And the doorway is beneath the seating. So despite the fact you they have cut off the dynamic lighting.
Yeah, they have, yeah.
So the rings that you can see mean nothing to you at this point. The corridor down to the door is much like it has been for the last 15-20 feet.
Okay. So, this is my plan.
Do you want to have a bit more time to think about the plan? Should I go talk to the others?
Yes, you can go talk to the others. I'll kind of stand here and Tal will think about what she's about to do.
Okay. The others. What are you doing?
I'll move up to join the other two up here, wherever they are.
Do you require assistance, or shall I continue exploring?
Why are you talking smart, Bal?
I'm talking tactically.
Shall we have a look at what's over here?
Because there's an impending fight.
All right. So what are you doing?
Should we have a look in here, perhaps?
Okay, that's fine. Because
Athletics check, please.
yep. Because why am I looking for dice? It's all natural 20.
There you go.
Because
Another little bedroom.
yeah, but a single bed. Is there a giant diary / evil plan blueprint?
It's just a red notice board with loads of red string and pictures.
Yeah.
And a note saying, haha, I killed them all. Are all of the beds that we've seen, they all look made?
Correct.
There. So this might legit just be the guest wing.
Yeah. Okay. So in that case, I'm gonna come back across here, and can I push this door open?
Athletics check, please.
Yep. Because I'll ask the team. Oh, natural one. Clunk. Ow.
We've got to talk to him about his habit of head-butting doors open. That's how that angry locksmith back in what's his face worked.
Yeah. He just got down, put a pin in the lock, and just head butted it to push the entire lock out the door.
Well, I've just been trying to open it. I now assume that it is locked.
Yeah, it's just really heavy. And excuse me. You realise that it's a pull, not a push.
Oh.
I've just decided that because you rolled the natural one.
Given how large these doors are, is there a crack that I can send the artificial mind under, or keyhole that I can put the artificial mind?
How much space does it need to be able to get through, squeeze through some?
Is tiny.
Okay, I'll allow it. I will grab the artificial and I'll transport it through the door.
Are any of these open, or can I tell what's inside them?
You presume that the water barrels are barrels of water. I've realised that's a redundant sentence. Thank you for not commenting. And the crates look like they've got some food in.
Just food storage in here.
Oh.
And there's no secret way through, secret door, anything like that.
Secret doors.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Easy enough to say.
You see no secret doors.
Bring him back.
Can I have a bender moment and attempt to steal the conch from this statue here? Or is it like a part of the statue?
It's a part of the statue.
Oh, okay.
I guess our options are to go up and join Tal, or go down into this hole, right? I think.
I'm not sure I want to go in the hole.
Where's the hole?
In the water.
It's a passageway, is it not?
There's a passageway with a portcullis in front of it.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Would we fit through the holes in the portcullis, being the size we are?
No, you'd have to be tiny to squeeze through it.
Like an artificial mind?
Like an artificial mind, yes.
Can I send that through?
Okay, I'll need to scroll to a different part. Okay, yes. So you're saying the mind and not the homunculus through, yes? Oh, sorry, I need to move Algernon out of the way briefly.
Yep.
There we go. Okay, so you send the mind into the water, then through the portcullis.
Mine doesn't have a swim speed because it kind of just floats through things.
Yeah, being uncorporeal.
Yep. Well, the artificial mind is now moved.
That's... as I...
So, A powerful vortex swirls above a 100-foot deep, 180-foot wide sinkhole on the ocean bottom. The sinkhole has a drain at the bottom. The drain itself is 50 meters in diameter. A barnacle-covered iron grate covers the drain, and the holes between its bars are 10 feet wide. There are 3 levels. The bottom of the sinkhole is strewn with debris, the remains of wrecked ships. The walls are covered with coral and other ocean life, and there are various flooded passages leading up to different areas.
As the mine passes through the portcullis, is it something that is designed to open?
It could be opened.
It's not like it's just a grate that is sort of fixed there permanently to stop you getting it.
It's not permanently fixed. No, it's just shut at the moment.
Currently shut. I'm assuming this was fast-moving current.
It's not insurmountable. It's just swirling around. You could ride the current if you needed to.
Yeah, let's take the stairs, guys.
If you're looking up, you can see 50 feet up. Okay, so it's not 60 feet up; it's 50 feet up to the next level. A rocky, uneven ledge clings to the outer wall of the hole. There's coral, plant life, and bones of wrecked ships atop it. With you can see some more tunnels that lead up to the area above.
Is there one that looks like it would come out where Tau currently comes back in on itself?
You can see another one on Telion, if like. Okay, you should be able to see up now.
So not one in the direction I was hoping to go. What's the green thing I can see over there? Yes, I'd
Green thing?
Oh, it's part of the background. I'm gonna move over.
Okay. So you've got various portcullises, and they lead through into various different areas. They're not even portcullises. There are some portcullises and some open.
And what are these guys doing at the moment?
29. I think they're asleep.
Right, I'll dismiss him, and they'll come back to the rest of them.
Yes, those two are asleep.
So it looks like there's a mess of water and torrents, and we could try and go that way, but that's not it.
I suppose we climb the stairs and be prepared.
What is your plan? I think we're thinking of heading up.
We can create a distraction.
I need to get into the throne room first, and then I'm going to try and convince Sarissa to come out and let us walk about the place normally.
That's not a bad plan.
Yeah, problems.
We're just gonna chill here?
Uh,
I can send my artificial mind to follow you.
If you could create a distraction where it doesn't get you all killed,
I don't know if we might be a bit of a tall order, but you've got to find a hill to die on, haven't you?
No, this one, please.
No, I was joking. I'm a coward.
I have a way in. I think I'm going to try something. Where I'm standing now, Ryan.
Yeah.
Is it still very loud?
Yes, it's still reasonably loud. You think that it's not as loud as it was in the central room.
Right.
But it's still loud enough that you could probably... you could probably use the music to mask certain activities down there.
So, this is what I would like to do. I would like to wait till a note in the song is particularly loud, then use the chime of opening to pop the door open, and then sneak through.
Using an item, does that cause the invisibility to drop?
Nope. Casting a spell, attacking... or breaking concentration. I think those are the 3 things that kill it. But using an item doesn't.
If it was like using an item that used the knock spell, it would. But the chime of opening is its own separate thing.
2 seconds, my Chrome.
Yeah, attach or cast a spell, and I'm doing neither of those things.
Like my one thought about causing a distraction would be to just put magic mouth on a pebble that just goes boo really loudly and throw it in the performance hall. Boo!
This is
Terrible! Boo!
Before I do that, I would like to use. Do I still have this attuned? I think I do. Let me double check it's attuned. Yeah. Okay. I'd like to use the property of the Shard of the Eastern, which allows me to encase myself in ice. So if anything does hit me, I take 0 damage from the first strike. Never use this, but it might be prevalent.
Okay, so you open the door.
Okay, and I just, as soon as it's open, even a crack, just like enough for me to slip through.
Okay, so the two The two hill giants are looking at each other very confused. What? Did you? No. Did you? No. Did you? No. Did you? No.
Stop making me want them to survive.
Their names are Tug and Cog.
Why? That's just nice.
They're such simple creatures. Right. That's my target. That's a problem. That might be a problem.
Well, that last one that you just pointed at has grabbed his trident and
he's on
he
the
cocks it
door.
like a shotgun. No.
I didn't know lightning bolts came in buckshot form.
It's more like a cone. And they are... they sit up... Yeah, they appear to have been having a conversation.
Yep.
And then with the door opening and the hill giants being their usual comedy duo,
Yeah.
they are both... well, all three of them are looking very intent.
The door, yeah.
Just going to check to see if any of them have, like, true
I'm
sight.
gonna guess this one might.
One of them's a dragon, then you really...
Yeah, one of them is a dragon. I don't know which one it is. Oh.
Okay, so
Well-
you can see that, as I said before, the one in the centre is sat on the floating throne that has the 4 blue dragon skulls as the base,
Yep.
and has the heavy maul that's made out of a ship's mast.
Yep.
The one here on the right has got the trident, and the
Yeah.
one here on the left does not have any visible weapons and does have an ugly red wound that looks like it's been recently healed on her chest.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
And they are alert now.
Yes, but they don't see me. Right.
Oh.
I'm just checking to see their senses. Just that.
That's an oof.
Everything okay, Tal?
No.
It was beautiful, beautiful. This
Sitting at the edge of of death.
Tal is currently 65 feet away from everyone in the room.
It's a magic number. Spell that'll break it. Do these two close the doors eventually?
Give me a second to describe the room.
Sure.
Maelstrom's throne room resembles an amphitheatre. Stone bleachers overlook an oblong chamber with a 50-foot deep pool of seawater near its centre. Facing the pool and the doors, 3 enormous thrones, middle one carved from a solid chunk of obsidian, and has 4 blue dragon skulls affixed to its base, floating 1 foot above the floor. Can I have an Arcana or History check, please?
No.
No.
No, doubt. No.
Okay.
It'd be magic. I mean, seriously.
Well, eventually, you're just waiting there, are you?
I'm kind of hoping that the two Till Giants just shut the door on their own.
They are currently busy doing their comedy double act
Right.
until the male storm giant says, "Shut that damn door!" They both find themselves. They both go, "Oh, sorry, boss," and close.
Okay. Right.
And then
So I say,
they resume their conversation.
And then there was a conversation. Can I overhear it?
You speak giant, don't you?
I do.
Okay, then yes, you can hear it and you can understand it. So the guy is saying, "As I was saying, you cannot trust the small folk. They are treacherous. Your mother's death was obviously at their hands. The Lord's Alliance arranged it."
Oopsie doodles.
Okay.
And then the woman with the scar on her chest says, "It is as the Imperator says. The small folk are not to be trusted. They are who wounded me so terribly when I went to visit the outside world." Oh, you can roll insight if you want, Brad.
Sure.
Have advantage.
Yeah, because I know it's 19.
Yeah, that might be a lie.
Yeah, given I know who probably wounded her. Do I take this moment to be theatrical?
Roll insight for me.
Sure. Yeah. Why not? 15.
15.
Yeah.
Okay, so the guy on the right, you can see, obviously cares very deeply for the younger storm giant in the center.
Right. Is okay? Like romantically, or like
No,
just like familiarly? Okay.
You can tell that he cares very deeply and is doing his best not to anger, frighten, or undermine.
Right. He's doing his servantly duties. Good. That's deal with a bulb. Right. So, and I presume her chambers are behind there, so that's not going to be helpful. So when she says, I was injured by the small folk, I go, I lose the invisibility.
Okay.
I bow as I'm doing so. My apologies.
Imperator stands up, grabbing his trident, and makes a move as about to rush you.
My apologies.
The female with the scar also stands up and electricity is crackling along her fingers, and the one in the center goes, "Both of you, sit down," and they both look at her and then back to you, and then they ease the tension.
As I was saying, my apologies for the theatrics, but I do believe I am here to assist in a most delicate matter. I have been sent by Anam the Allfather to aid you in whatever method you require to restore the ordning to what it was.
Are you saying this in Giant?
Yes.
The one in the middle goes, sent by Anam, you say? And
Indeed,
then the scarred woman says, "We cannot trust this one. For all we know, she's the one who murdered your mother and abducted your father."
I am alone.
Roll insight.
Yeah. It's very, like, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that she's the one who did it. You may cast whatever truth spells you require of me on me to
Hang on a second. I also need to roll an insight check.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Insight's wisdom is.
Yes.
So you only got 12, didn't
Yeah, 12.
you? Meh.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I need to do one for him as well.
They're all suspicious of her.
Well, it's more just, there's a reason.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, the Imperator suddenly looks a little bit confused and troubled, but otherwise keeps his mouth shut.
I give him a sly, like, we're all on the same page now, are we?
Both of you, the one in the centre says, "I wish to speak to this one. I believe that giants and small folk can learn to coexist peacefully. My late mother would have wished it so." Joe!
Do you well?
I am. Geez. What did you do?
Look at Discord.
Look at Discord.
I just had that pop up and it was like...
Oh, jeez.
Call it whimsy, caprice.
Yeah, that's fair.
Misspelled Eamriff, though.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I concur.
Approach.
I look to the guy. I believe that, and as I'm walking forward, I believe that there are agents within your court that are not interested in your success, Your Highness. And I give the guy a knowing, like, and then like a nudge to the woman on her left. Like
He
like,
appears deeply troubled, but is remaining quiet for the moment.
Yeah.
And
in fact, when I was at
yeah, she spotted that,
and
her eyes narrow.
So, in fact, when I was at the Oracle of the Allfather, we were attacked.
You have been to the Eye of the Allfather.
Indeed. Of course, myself and my compatriots, darling, we went there in pursuit of a quest, as this breaking of the ordning endangers both the small folk and yourselves. There are players moving pieces about that are against us both.
Do you have any proof? Do you know who they are?
I have my suspicions, unfortunately. I am unable to prove one way or another what I believe to be true at this time. I believe that at the moment, though, this information is best rested with you, darling, so that you may use it as you see fit, and those you trust most.
I should get my sisters in here. Uthor.
Could we perhaps speak in private? I am
the
alone.
Maelstrom Giant has a look of horror upon his face, and the scarred woman says, You see, trying to get you alone, to assassinate you, like your mother.
I am alone.
You appeared out of nowhere. You could be hiding or secreting others about your infiltrating this throne room to assassinate our rightful ruler.
Cannot some of you see what lies unhidden?
No, none of us have that ability.
Can they both roll insight on that? On her? Because that's a lie.
Weird question. Could you bardically inspire her insight roll?
Ooh, can I?
I'm just wondering.
Yeah, can I can I do that? Can I say something like I believe in you and your great and wonderful wisdom, that you will see through this deception.
What is your bardic inspiration?
D8, I think right now. It's not huge.
It's not bad though.
No, but in order to use it, you are going to need to make an outright statement.
She will attack me immediately. Well, let's just cut to the chase then, shall we? I believe I was attacked by a blue dragon, rather pissing one. Imrith was her name.
At which point, both Sarissa, who is in the center, and Imperator Uthor both instantly look at the dragon to the left of them.
Yeah, who's now
a dragon now?
Well,
that's a grand total of 21 with the bardic inspiration. Mark that off, Brad.
Oh yes, I will do. Definitely will do.
Imrith, yes, my queen. This is obviously a fabrication, an untruth from the small folk to sow discord within our. Okay, she's speaking a lot more eloquently than I am because I'm trying to read and talk at the same time because I had a bit and then I lost it because I had to scroll through another bit.
To sow discord in the court.
Thank you.
So can I interject at this point and say, if she is not who she appears to be, then just simply cast Dispel Magic on her and have her not resist it. She is who she says she is. There's no problem with that, is there? And I move over here.
This is an outrageous accusation. This is a ploy. And Sarissa holds up her hand. Imrith, you are to be confined to your quarters. Sorry, 2 seconds.
Yep.
Just reading the fallout.
Why is it off?
Well, the fallout is what happens after a nuclear explosion.
45 feet away, Tal.
Through the rain of strontium 19.
Yeah, I'm probably not far. Oh no, I'm 55 feet away from her. Oh no, I'm 45 feet away from her. Okay, that's fair enough. Like, I presume she has to transform first, then do something.
Imrith stands up out of her chair and is professing her innocence. This is an outrageous, baseless accusation.
Can I insight check her before she does anything to see what I think she's going? Like, is she going to run or attack? And like which one is she going to pick? And see if I can do something to help them. Can I insight that?
Roll insight.
Jeez, I'm rolling garbage.
Nope. She is making hand gestures to really emphasize her point.
Is she now?
And then she snatches the necklace that Sarissa is wearing from her neck.
Yep.
And then finishes casting her teleport spell.
Shit.
I don't have counterspell. Yeah, I can't have counterspell. So yeah, no. That's all. So she just disappears.
Shit.
I wonder how important that was.
Probably quite.
Okay, so when that is snatched from her neck, Sarissa is paralysed
Oh.
and cries out in pain.
Fuck sticks.
And is encased in a magical force field.
Oh.
All right.
Give me a second. I've got a page loading.
That's Joe.
Yeah, magical force field, and she's just
Fuck.
Oh, why is bull? But that's the throne she sat on, by the way. If you check Discord.
Ooh, fancy.
Fancy smancy.
So the gentleman next to her, the Imperator,
Yep.
Sarissa. He reaches out and gets zapped by the force field.
What's happening?
The throne. If you're not wearing the scepter whilst sat upon the throne, then you're paralysed.
Well, pull her. Oh, you just tried. Right. If we dispelled the throne, could we pull her off of it?
I think so. Dispel would temporarily halt it.
Got it.
Don't think we've got any casters in our.
You just. Remember, I said I was mostly harmless. That is a very big brackety bit, and I cast the spell magic on the thing.
I'm glad you prepped it today because I sure didn't. I was thinking, oh fuck. I done goofed.
And she falls out of the chair.
Are you all right?
I thank you for your assistance.
You're most welcome, darling. I would help you up as I should, but you're very large compared to me.
The Imperator is like, no, stand back, please.
Yeah, I'm out of the way. I don't want to get squashed. Do you?
And then he helps her up.
Yeah. I have some friends nearby. Could you go get them? There are people. I didn't mention this while she was here, but your sisters are not on your side. Didn't want to tip my whole hand. You see.
Uthor, could I request confined to their towers whilst we investigate these claims? If Imrith's behaviour is inclining me to believe this small one's words, at least give them enough weight to investigate at any rate. At once, Your Highness. And then Uthor.
My friends, they're probably in the main staircase, just past your.
What's going on, Tal? We're waiting for your word to come in.
So Uthor then leaves the room.
There's a friend coming. Don't freak.
After some time,
Yep.
I need to look up which one's which real quick.
Nim and Miriam.
Okay, 30 and 31. Okay, after a bit of time, the music stops, and then a storm giant comes down the stairs.
Are you the friend?
You must be who I was sent to gather.
Yes. Did Tal send you?
What's Tal's current form? Are you still the dwarf-looking person?
No. She'll be back to her default human form.
Standard. Yeah.
Is the giant speaking common?
He is. Well, I presumably Al said, "Are you the friend?" in common.
Yeah, unless I speak giant. Yeah. Yes, I would have. Yeah.
In that case, yes, he would have answered in common. Sending the token layer there. Okay, you should be on the new map now.
Oh yes. Oh fuck.
Yeah, you see why I shit a brick.
Don't bind us. Don't bind us.
Okay, and then this guy here is escorting you.
Yes, we're with him. We're with him. Don't worry. Oh look, there's the hill giants.
Tug and Cog.
Hello, chaps.
Give me a second to move.
Good work. Carry on.
Thank you.
Hi, Tal.
Okay, so in the meantime, whilst Imperator Uthor is out of the room, so before these guys get there,
Yep.
Sarissa is having a chat with Tal.
Yes, that's fine. Well,
When
apologies for
my
that messiness.
page loads.
I do apologize for that messiness and everything else. I wanted to do that a bit more quietly, but it's a bit tricky when, well...
I now realise that she said that my father had been kidnapped. They There was no proof of that.
No, but she told you something that sounded better than he was dead.
But she may have been involved in his kidnap.
Oh, yes. Yes, for sure, darling. You don't...
I've had no evidence to the contrary. I have to believe that my father yet lives.
Well, here's hoping. Finding him is going to be tricky, but...
Before Uthor gets back.
Yes.
When my mother's body was recovered, one of the guards who found her also found this, and she pulls a small wooden coin painted with a golden goose insignia on it.
What's that?
I've not told anyone else about this. I don't know what it represents, but I would hope that someone might find out.
I am the someone. Well, technically I'm nobody, but we'll deal with that later.
If you can find what this means, you might be able to find my father. What happened to him?
If they found your mother's body...
I do not know. What? My father was not with her at the time.
Oh.
But I can only assume that it's related somehow.
Well, this is a place of great wealth and power and everything else. Why was she simply not restored to life?
We don't have that ability. None of us have the ability or know anyone with the ability to bring her back.
Well, I don't know how you feel about owing favors to small folk, but I imagine
could you?
We can do this. Well, not myself personally, no, but I know people.
If you can, then yes.
Make arrangements.
If you do that, then the magic items within the treasury are yours.
You know, I think me and you are going to be great friends.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Fade to black.
Yay, we did it. Campaign over.
I forgot to mention, Imrith should have cursed everyone out in Draconic.
I'm really
as she was teleporting, she said she cursed in Draconic and said that all giants and small folk are doomed.
I thought it could be all small folk and giants and douchebags. It's like, wow, that seems a little
like sitting on the edge of the pool, just sitting there. So
okay, so at this point, this is the point where Uthor comes back in with everyone else.
Yep.
And
Sarissa
then says, Uthor, would you mind making sure that my sisters are secure? Very good, man. And he then leaves again.
Uthor, you can leave the door open if you want, if it makes you feel better.
You hear him saying to the other two, this door stays open. If they attack her, you kill them. Yes, boss. Yes, boss.
Love you, Thor.
And then he pisses off.
Tells you what, though. Those two are some high-quality minions.
You do. You have some good minions about you.
Cog picks Tug's nose.
Oh.
And then flicks it back at him.
Got to be a big finger as well.
What are you doing?
Don't ever let anyone tell you stupid isn't useful. Stupid is very useful.
Good day, Your Majesty. We are Tal's companions. My name is Algernon. Balamund.
Be welcome in my halls. And she sits down in the chair that Uthor vacated.
Yes.
Yeah, not back in the throne. That's fine.
Not back in the throne, and not in Imrith's chair.
Booby trapped.
Yeah.
Now that we have a bit more time to talk, I am currently mourning the death of Queen Neri's body. Was recovered from a cluster of islands that I believe you small folk refer to as the Red Rocks.
We roll history, see if we know where they are.
Yeah. Algernon has advantage.
24.
Oh, I see.
21.
We'll start
14.
with 21.
Okay.
Well, I'll go for the non-natural one.
Yeah. Okay, so the Red Rocks are they are north of Waterdeep, near the Sword Mountain, south of the Lair of Dead Men, south of Thornhold.
Is that nearby where Owl used to be from?
Fairly near to where the Chateau de Gateau used to be. In fact, the Chateau de Gateau itself used to be on the Red Rocks, even.
Interesting. very interesting.
Mm.
I'm going to keep that all to my little self for now. I'll share it via the telepathic bond, though. I'll just send everyone a message notification.
Uh-huh.
I'll post rather than DM. Yeah, interesting.
And as I mentioned to your friend here, one of the guards who found her found this wooden painted coin.
Do I have any idea what this is? Like, even with my criminal contacts kind of thing, like looking at it and going, oh, uh-oh.
Nothing springs to mind. Nothing you've seen.
History?
Give me a
Maybe
second.
you know what this is.
So what's the coin? So it's got...
It's a wooden gold-painted coin with a goose on it.
The wooden
What
coin
are they?
has a goose painted in gold paint on it.
Okay.
On one side and what's on the other?
Blank on the other side.
Not one of the ones I would recognize. Zents don't leave coins around.
Please. And she will hand it to Tal.
Thank you.
Please find out where it came from.
I
I
will
do
endeavour-
believe that the people who murdered my mother might have also kidnapped my father. And this wooden coin is my only clue to his whereabouts.
I will endeavor to make that happen. I imagine Imrith is involved in some way, but finding your father would expedite the situation quite a lot.
Certainly.
Okay, so telepathically, because I don't want to say this out loud, I have a theory who's kidnapped the father. Could it be Jack?
That was... Yeah, well... Jack the Giant Slayer,
Yeah,
Golden Goose. Yeah.
I'm there. I don't know any Jack.
You don't know Jack?
I suggest we look for a
Yes.
giant beanstalk.
I think that's just a
Right.
stereotype.
Oh,
And that would be cloud giants anyway. I can, my lady, if you would so choose, I could contact someone from the other side, perhaps even your mother, and ask a few questions. It's not without risk, but if it would help.
If you're able to find out what happened to my father, then yes.
Yes,
But-
I can.
But your
It's-
your compatriot here has said that she might be able to bring my mother back.
yeah. How
Certainly
long
within-
can I ask? Has she been dead?
That's a good point.
Is it too much to hope that it was in the last 60 seconds and we can pop a revivify off?
It's a couple of months now.
Couple of months, so yeah, it's going to be resurrection.
That's,
Okay.
yeah, it's going to need the 7th.
Well, I suppose we could ask the. Is it the Black Staff for the
Or
for
the
another
Harpers.
Or the Harpers for a favour?
It's a big
yes.
favour, but it's got a potential payoff of a lot.
I mean, yeah, you could go
I-
buy a spell scroll and then come back.
I imagine the Harpers would be very, very enthusiastic to improve relations between giant kind and humankind.
Yes. Mom, may I ask, your friend, is it Uthord?
Uthor,
Uthor.
the Imperator.
Yes. Are you safe here, do you think? Now that, did you say Imarith was here?
She was, yes. Teleported out, paralyzed, queen. Oh, I undid that, by the way. Thank you very much.
Oh, congratulations. Are you safe here now that Imarith is banished and, well, it's gone?
I thought I was safe before, so who knows? I hope that I am. I will.
Redouble of the loyal guards, I suppose.
Uthor will look after, and he'll make sure that every precaution is taken.
Oh,
If
he
you-
will.
If it would help, we could always establish a means of communication between us and your fine selves, so that if anything went badly wrong, you could let us know.
I do have access to the sending spell.
Oh, marvelous! That'll do then. Yes.
We have a special meditation chamber that allows someone to perform certain acts, including ascending, but also I can teleport you
That would be
somewhere.
extremely useful.
Is there somewhere you need to go in order to bring my mother back?
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep, Everland, any of these places. Do you have? Is it a teleport or a teleportation circle?
Teleport.
Teleport. So that's legit to anywhere. It's not even to a circle.
The Black Star Tower, no.
I mean, that might not be a great idea to go right into a tower.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it's not at all a bad idea to restore life to the current Queen Mother. I imagine that would be maybe talking to the Harpers, or elsewise Waterdeep would be a good place to start looking.
The Black Staff has more connection. She can pull the right strings in the magical circles to make it happen pretty quickly, I imagine.
Your Majesty, could I inquire, what were... You say your father has disappeared and it is suspected that Imarith had some hand in her disappearance. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
What were the circumstances of his disappearance? We honestly, we're quite uninformed, relatively at least. We were asked to investigate the ordning by, I believe, a cloud giant sage named Zephyros, and then we travelled far north to the Eye of the Allfather and spoke to Annam directly. But other than that, we don't know that much of the occurrences that have happened.
My mother would often go to visit the small folk, and one time she went off and didn't come back, and then my father went off to try and find her, and then he never came back, and then my mother's body was discovered.
So they left from here and then disappeared elsewhere, and then your mother was found.
Correct.
Are there magics upon this palace that would prevent scrying or a similar spell?
It depends on where you try to scry.
I was more thinking going outwards.
There's nothing stopping someone from scrying from within here.
Very, very well. What do we think, chaps?
I think we do, as I've already promised, and resurrect this poor woman's mother.
Blooming good start. Then, what do we do about Imarith and the king?
We murder the shit out of Imarith, and we find the king. Not necessarily
in that order.
No, I don't really want to fight a blue dragon again. The little ones were a pain in the ass. And I think Bal died. A little bit.
Yeah, there were two of them.
True. Yeah.
There's two of them.
I'm a king now.
You are a king now. That is. Well, you're almost a king. You haven't been coronated yet.
He's a king apparent, I believe it is.
Yes.
Very well. I don't have any sending spells prepared today. I mean, is the best course of action to just go now and try and get it done as quickly as possible?
If you need to use a sending spell, I can provide you with the option.
I mean, to get back here, honestly, to contact you.
You used the conch to get here, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can use that again.
Charge at dawn. Yeah.
Would you mind passing amongst your court that we are friends of the establishment here?
Yeah, very well. As long as you do not do anything to earn our displeasure or forsake our hospitality, then you will be welcome here.
May I ask one more thing, Your Majesty? Are you aware of any particular small folk of whom your mother was friends with near the Red Rock?
She had friends everywhere. I did occasionally go with her to meet some small folk, but I remember when I was very young, I did meet someone of your species around there.
Oh yes. Name wasn't Iris, was it?
I'm afraid I don't remember. But Iris is a girl's name, isn't it?
It was a Lady Tabaxi, yes.
No, this was a man. A male Tabaxi.
A lord?
I'm not sure. I'm afraid.
Be not perturbed. I was merely curious. Is your mother interred near the palace?
Oh yes, the royal tomb is within these walls.
Oh, excellent. Yes, it is a much simpler matter to bring your mother back from the other side if some portion of her mortal remains. That is good, thank you. Should we pop off, chaps? I mean, no time like the present.
Yeah, should we head to...
Or at least try.
Well, if we can bring back the... Yeah. I don't mind. Waterdeep, then, I think, is the preferred destination. More access to locations. Do you need a specific location within the city, or are you just going to send us anywhere?
I can send you to Waterdeep. I need to be familiar with the place to reliably send you somewhere.
Ah,
And I have I've been near Waterdeep before.
Near is perfectly fine.
that will work. That will do. In terms of familiarity, would a graphical representation be familiar enough?
Just need to find the rules for teleport spell.
No idea if this is going to work. I have no idea how I would rerule it if I did it. If somebody did this to me, I'd be like, huh.
Okay, so loading.
Mm-hmm.
I would say if you gave a visual representation, that would count as viewed once.
Cool. So I will cast Major Image, and give a mini version of the Blackstaff's tower right here in front of the tower, please. Just there. That'd be lovely.
Very well.
Thank you.
She will lead you back behind the thrones.
Cool.
Just before we head off, would it be possible for me to have a word with Uthor?
Oh, yes, of course. For expediency's sake, I'll say that you she sends one of the hill giants off to fetch him, and he comes back.
Hello, sir. My name is Aljan. I'm a mage. I thought you might be more comfortable if I asked you about this, but I can cast a spell upon you that would allow us to communicate over any plane of distance telepathically, so we could update you as to our progress in what I thought you'd rather ask you than Her Majesty. Would that be acceptable?
Yes, I would rather it came to me than to her.
Dink. Yeah, I'll ritual telepathic bond on him as well.
Okay. Now, if you don't mind, I must get back to...
No, of course. Yes. Do feel free.
And he pops off. So,
The telepathic bond stuff that you do,
Yeah.
is that similar to what Sam was doing in the items, in that we have to talk to you and then you relay it to everyone else?
No, we are all linked independently. Like, you know how like a pentagram is every point linked with every other point?
Yeah.
That's telepathic bond.
Ah, so he is now part of all of us. All of
Yes.
ours.
he's on the group call.
Yeah. So, but it's not a constant thing. You have to like essentially send a message ping. Like you hear a bloop in your mind, and then
Okay.
to Waterdeep then. From deep water to Waterdeep.
So yeah, she leads you into this chamber here. Naturally formed cave has bioluminescent lichen, coral, snails, and starfish clinging to its damp walls.
Oh yeah.
The area radiates overlapping auras of conjuration, divination, and evocation magic. When scrutinized with a detect magic spell. I'll give you that anyway.
Make my hair stand on end this one.
It's quite strong.
She sits down, cross-legged, and meditates. This will take some time. Please make yourselves comfortable.
Very well.
Have a little snack.
And then over the course of a short rest,
Yep.
you feel a change come over the chamber that you're in. And then she says, "Okay, to Waterdeep you shall go." And 81.
Oh, that's good.
You are exactly on target.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yay, no deaths or ending on the moon today.
And you find yourselves in front of the tower of the Blackstaff.
Nice.
To do.
Excellent.
Now, what we have to do is ask the Blackstaff for a very big favor.
Don't we already owe her a favour?
We do. Should we contact Crowan and the Harpers first? Because
Yeah.
the Harpers would be more likely to not ask us to do something suicidal.
Buy a
And
scroll.
also, they love their allegiances, don't they?
They do, darling. Yeah, so the only reason I was considering the Blackstaffs because it also behooves her to have an alliance with the Storm Giants, given how close they actually are.
Yes.
We can ask the Harpers first.
I do
Fair
also
enough.
point out that the Harpers do have clerics on payroll,
That's true.
high-level clerics, no
Yeah.
less. Whereas
The Black
Staff is arcane.
Will be swapping
Yeah,
favors.
but
for favors.
but she's swapping favors. But
Yeah.
she's also one of the higher ups within Waterdeep. Laurel Silverhand would be ideal, but we don't have a contact with her.
She's also an arcane caster rather than a clerical.
But doesn't she have some weird magic as well?
I believe in old
She's
tradition,
one of
she was a
Mistress
Thurge.
Chosen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think class-wise she also had Thurge levels in 3.5, and she was
the weird divine arcane hybrid.
Yeah, but
Arcane.
out of character, so you guys don't know this, but she's actually been losing power,
Oh,
Ooh.
interesting.
which is why she's got into politics.
Oh, that's sad. Fair.
Yeah, she's not able to be quite as effective in the field anymore. So she is instead trying to do good how she can by leading the way.
Who is the Harper contact in Waterdeep? Is it in the Necropolis?
That's the Spodley spellcaster.
Yeah.
You have, however, met a Harper contact in the Yawning Portal.
Yawning Portal then. Solid.
Yep.
So you head to the Yawning Portal, and it doesn't take you long with your various passive perception and ridiculous passive investigation scores.
Sam walks in and it's like the fucking targeting heads-up display on a fighter jet.
Less-
It's like the opening scene from Terminator where you can see him scanning all the people in the bar.
I was going to go with Eagle Vision from Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Go in there, it's like, Zent. Harper! There you go.
Sent. Harper.
I believe we had little Harper badges, don't we?
Yep.
We do.
Flash the badge.
Yeah, and then just, hello. Good to see that we're all on the same side on this one. Nice and easy.
So what you've done is you've sat... Okay, he's sat in a booth on his own.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys sit in the booth next to him. And
Makes sense.
he's got this paper up so that to hide his face. And
Does it have two little holes for the eyes?
No. You guys are behind him.
Even so.
So he's just using it. Hello, the balance.
Watcher.
What can I do for?
We need a favor. Well, the Storm Giants need a favor specifically.
How would you like for the Regency of the Storm Giants to owe you an absolutely colossal favour?
That does sound quite tasty. Much like a steak sandwich.
Yes. Vernon, steak sandwich, please.
Oh, thank you kindly.
They need somebody.
Oh, you want
returned
one
to
as well?
life.
That was the hint.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
They need somebody returned to life. So
Okay.
Can you facilitate that?
How long has this individual been shuffled
A couple
off
of
this
months.
mortal coil?
A couple of months.
Okay, so we'll look at the 7th level variety.
Body's intact, though, although a bit larger than I assume you're used to.
Would be happy to cover the financial costs as well.
Damn right you would.
Probably.
So again, sorry?
Damn right you would.
Yes, if you know of a caster of such power, there's a lot to be gained.
Indeed. That kind of favor and pull doesn't come cheap. So, you willing to, or able to offer this service up, or do we need to go speak to other people?
I can facilitate this.
Good. Nice and easy.
I'm not sure how much time it'll take. Meet me here tomorrow at lunchtime, and I'll at least know how much time it should take.
Very well.
And the special tomorrow is a roast.
Right. You Harpers were supposed to be above bribes.
This isn't a bribe, this is my fee.
I think we're getting off lightly. A roast and a steak sandwich for a 7th level res spell.
I like Al is like proper salivating. It's been a couple of hours since he had a meal, so he's just going to order lunch for everyone. So people stop talking and start eating. What's a yawning portal lunch setting me back?
Right.
We'll call it pocket change, don't worry about it.
Should we relay that to Uthor then? That we'll know more tomorrow, but it's very likely we'll be able to accomplish. I'll relay that to Uthor. Uthor, this is Algernon, the tiny cat person here. We've spoken to some of our contacts in Waterdeep, and it seems likely that they will be able to assist with the resurrection of your queen. We'll know more tomorrow around lunchtime.
I'm regretting
Midday.
this already. Don't talk so much. Information only.
It'll be gone in an hour, don't worry. Actually, about 40 minutes now.
Stop talking.
I just send the thumbs up emoji.
This guy's very military, and he does not appreciate the frivolity of...
He'd have got on with Algernon's father, is what we're saying.
Basically, think telegrams. Those are the kind of sendings he likes.
Right.
He just sends me a full Blackadder. Please, please, please stop.
So I'm just looking up prices for this stuff.
Well, that wasn't that bad.
Yes. Chaps, I might try something tonight that might be a little risky.
Why?
You can have more than one steak sandwich.
You can. You can have as many as you like.
I already have. That's not what I'm talking about. No, the
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
yes, I have a spell named Contact Other Plane, which tends to send me a little loopy when I.
Right.
It happened actually in the yawning portal before. Do you remember when I could taste algebra for a day or so?
Yes, I remember. That was a weird.
I had the
couple of days.
bicycle.
I remember the bicycle.
Yeah. I was going to use it to perhaps try and contact Anam, and if not to ask questions, certainly to inform him what's going. He probably know, of course. But it does give me something of a direct line, as did the Eye of the All-Father, except it does have a slight or very reasonable chance of sending me completely doolally.
Oh, that's good.
But yes, if you have anything you want to ask Big man upstairs, let me know.
It might be something.
Is there out to do in Waterdeep, really?
Is there anything you want to do in Waterdeep?
So it's like you're discussing. You want to go out when that madman Colstag is still looking for us.
No.
I'm staying where Durham can see me.
He has strong arms, and they make me feel safe.
They really do.
Oh yeah, are the wanted posters still up all over town?
Yeah.
Do you know the thing is I used to really hate that mustache of his, but it's grown on me quite a lot since he nearly murdered Colstag.
Yes. Well, how about a game of Shove Harpney, and then we can contact some elder powers from beyond this reality.
That sounds good. I think I've made a decision. I think I'm gonna drop the human act. It's a bit stupid now. Most people know who I am anyways.
Fair enough.
Just oh, come on.
Be the best.
There's a fucking beholder over there.
That guy in the corner is Matt Mercer.
Any
Just
of the
very
shots.
pool noodles at people.
Yeah, you see three other people go, ah.
I don't know what I've inspired, but whatever.
It's that kind of tavern now.
It is that kind of tavern.
Yeah. There's nothing I can really get done in Week in Waterdeep that I'd want to, so...
There's one more guy who just drops the thing, but it turns out that, he's not a changeling, he's a doppelganger. It's like, and then he gets murdered by the rest of his party.
Oh no. Hopefully just, emotionally murdered.
Doppelgangers are neutral. So they don't be evil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe his party was evil.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Evil
I'm going to
party.
do
I think it's
Contact
more
of
that the
Plane.
party was very surprised to find that their friend was not their friend.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
the murder. They beat the tar out of him, drag him
quietly
out.
walk him outside of the yawning portal and then get the shit out of him. Yeah. I'm going to do Contact of the Plane last thing before bed, because it technically wears off after a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's anything else you're supposed to do in the meantime, that's... Yeah. Okay, in that case, I'm going to get out my little chalk and my little piles of incense and the candles and the massive jug of ayahuasca that comes along with Contact of the Plane and cast it as a ritual.
Okay.
The first thing I do is say to Bal, I might be completely fucking nuts for a bit, so don't let me leave the room or destroy anything that Dernard would break me for. There's a good chat.
Okay. I prepare an action to restrain him.
Okay.
Very good.
So
Then-
Al sits down to close his eyes, concentrates, then looks up. Opens his eyes, looking up, ready to start the thing, and just sees Bal there, like.
Then I have to make an intelligence saving throw. I'm absolutely fine. Yeah. So I'm going to try and contact Anam,
Okay.
as with the Eye of the All-Father.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Al's eyes go like full on prophecy white and roll back in his head. Hello, it's Algernon. Hello. I was wondering, do you know where King Hecaton last was on this plane?
I need to open up a completely different tab now.
Sorry.
I need to go back to the Eye of the Allfather stuff.
Because I think if I asked like where he is now, I probably wouldn't get an answer. But if I asked where he last was, it might at least give us an idea of what might have happened to him.
Words of the Oracle. Okay, it just comes up with unknown.
That's fair enough, yeah. What threats lie in the court to the current Queen Sarissa?
The king's eldest daughters, Mirren and Nim,
Yeah.
covet the throne.
But if it's just them, that's fine, because Uthor's got them locked up. Tal mentioned that a pendant was stolen by Imerith. Where is the pendant now?
The pendant has been discarded, in the vast reaches of the ocean.
Interesting. She's literally chucked it in the sea when no one can find it.
Yeah, just to paralyze.
But I bet we can. I'll have another pop with divination tomorrow. Where is Imerith now? This is number 4.
I've forgotten the name of it. I need to look it up.
The Yawning Portal.
Behind you.
Oh shit.
She's hiding in the steak sandwich.
Algernon's left ventricle.
Ah!
I don't fancy Imerith's chances versus Durnham. I think Durnham wins that fight.
Yeah, but the portal doesn't, and that's the problem.
He'd be pissed off.
Imerith has retreated to her lair within a ruined amphitheatre half buried in the cold desert sands
Excellent.
of the Anarok Desert.
And finally, I hope you don't mind. We are trying awfully hard to solve the whole ordning, but I hope you don't mind me a personal indulgence. Where's Huth Kolstag?
Huth Kolstag currently explores Jorhas in Exandria.
Brilliant.
Fucking hell.
Fan-fucking-tastic. He's
Wait,
doing
mate.
the tour, isn't he?
Boy, he gets around.
Thank you, Old Father. I'm most grateful for your assistance, and as I say, we will be giving it the old college try on resetting the ordning. So hopefully we'll have some news tomorrow. You probably know that, as you're a god. But
The connection is gone.
yes, I know.
Stop talking so much.
Well, I'm really glad you didn't go mad. That's good.
So my
Next time you do that, I would like to ask a question of my own.
He was right. These are very good.
Yes.
Yep. I think bedtime. Honestly.
Yeah, I think,
Okay. You go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
In real life as well, I think.
yeah, it's a good time to stop.
I had lost track of the time, yes.
Out of interest, what question do you want to ask, Tal?
What is the connection between Sam and Tal?
Ooh. I think it is one of the ones that you can only cast once a day anyway.
Yeah.
But
Well, I've got a little bit more that I can speed up.
yeah, sure.
Okay, so the Harper contact insists that you buy him a roast before he'll give you any information.
You can have one of mine. I've got several.
He gets the roast dinner from Durnan, and then he says he's able to procure one for you that day
Damn, son.
for 30,000 gold.
That's actually doable, is the sad thing.
Yeah.
I'll drop 10.
I'll drop 10.
Yeah. I can drop 10.
Then you get your hands on a scroll of resurrection.
Wait.
Presumably, you bring that back to the Maelstrom.
Yep.
And you go into the burial chambers of the royal family. 21. So yeah, there's the Temple of Stronmaus, which is submerged, and when you first go in there, you take crushing damage from the water pressure.
Damn.
So the storm giants have to help you in there. They get you past the 2 giant sharks, which inhabit that area, take you into the royal tomb, and you use the Scroll of Resurrection to bring back Queen Neri.
Is she willing?
She is willing.
That's always the most worrying part of a resurrection, Sam.
And you are given access to the royal treasury. You're warned of the trap that's in there and told how to disable it. Actually, no. The storm giants just avoid it by stepping over it. So they help. They help just ferry you over it.
Right.
That is nice of them.
So you are given free reign of the treasury. So the first crate holds 6 folded giant-sized rugs made from strips of soft kelp. Each rug is 20 feet square, weighs 250 pounds, and is worth 250 gold pieces.
I don't need a rug. I don't have a home.
Not especially. No. Certainly not one this big. I did once upon a time, but this would have carpeted the bloody Great Hall, I tell you.
The second crate holds an apparatus of Qualish.
Right, that is useful if we start ferreting around for that pendant on the seafloor.
Oh, yeah.
Just put a big bucket on the pincers and just start.
Sarissa is now currently wearing another pendant.
So she got one back. Okay, that's
She
fine.
sat on the throne. It's a different pendant, but yes, she is sat back on the.
Yeah.
There's an apparatus of Qualish that was recovered from the pressurized hold of a wrecked gnomish submarine. You're told that it cannot operate at the depths of Maelstrom.
That's neat.
The third crate contains hundreds of trinkets recovered from the sea floor. Everything from worthless baubles to fine statuary and jewellery plundered from shipwrecks. Total weight of 100 pounds, total value of 10,000 gold pieces.
Strong.
2 barrels are full of exquisite wine, worth 2,500 gold each.
When you say barrel, do you mean our size barrel or their size barrel?
The 2 barrels each also weigh 2,500 pounds.
Their size barrel.
So what you got there essentially is a jacuzzi of Cabernet Sauvignon.
There is a sea chest that is 12 feet long, 9 feet tall, 9 feet deep, with a lid shaped like a half barrel. The large padlock that hangs from its latch is too big to be picked using thieves' tools. A small character can squeeze inside the locking mechanism and pick the lock with a successful dexterity check. They open it for you.
Yeah.
Rather than just continue to read all this.
Or I enlarge and reduce and I say, can I have a go? Just jump inside.
So it's always been her dream to Scrooge McDuck. I don't know if you're familiar with the fairy tale.
Yes. Click.
Okay, do you want to give that a go?
Sure.
Okay, there needs to be a dexterity check, not a thieves' tools check.
Oh, okay. Just straight dexterity, okay. 22.
Yeah, that's good.
Nice.
Oh, so this is what they look like on the inside.
That is tell you what though, that is a hell of a thing flavor-wise to put in a thieves guild, a big training lock that's just a room size to get the newly recruited thieves used to what the inside of a lock looks like.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool idea. I might do that. Okay, so lifting the heavy lid requires a strength athletics check. The giants just open it for you.
Yeah. Nothing there, darling.
The chest holds a dozen smaller human-made chests that are unlocked and contained booty retrieved from the seafloor.
Right. And she's giving us everything in this room.
You brought her mother back from the dead.
Oh, well, yes.
I do
and she's aware that it was very pricey to do.
I do kind of feel bad about robbing them blind, but also, yeah, we did just drop 30k.
Okay, you get 600 gold in mixed coinage.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And could I please have a D4 roll from Tal?
2.
Okay, that's 1d4 plus 1, so that's 3 total. Ooh. Okay, who wants to try and roll for the first one?
I
I
can.
will. Oh, yeah, go ahead. No.
Okay, roll a D100, please.
Oh, good, damn it. This is
7.
important.
15. Okay, you get a door.
A what?
Door.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding.
It's like a Vorpal door.
Oh,
Stub your toe on it and your toes just fly off.
Okay, there's a crystal ball in there.
Hello.
A regular crystal ball or a magical crystal
The
ball?
regular, the very rare version.
Okay, so a crystal ball as opposed to the
Legendary
like, a
crystal
focus
ball.
crystal, but as opposed to like the mundane focus, which I have.
Yeah, it's the magic item crystal ball.
Excellent.
That is not
Alright.
cursed by
Yes.
Kith Kolstag.
I mean, that's my favourite kind of crystal ball.
Okay, who wants to roll
believe-
for the next one?
Okay.
Okay, roll a d100.
89. Oh no, sorry, that was 2d100. 50.
Okay, that is a sword of sharpness.
That's not bad. Not useful, but it's good.
Could say rapier.
Yeah, I'm sure we can find some way to use it.